Look at this.
Wow.
Oh no. Oh no.
You can do it.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Huge.
Oh, good.
Absolutely huge. Blaketown. Blaketown could still fuck this
Oh my
up.
god. Blake Town.
Oh my god. Blaketown wins that final crash from Taff.
Well done, Taff.
Taff, that final crash.
Hey.
Blaketown's dead, so do I go through?
What a race.
Olden days. Olden days. Look at this. Do you feel tired and fatigued and unwell? Well, you need holy on the roof.
On my roof.
I'm dead.
Oh, you left dead. I thought you were in the building next to me and you fucked off.
I'm dead.
Try it. I'm dead with a headshot.
Did you just say try it and then immediately die?
Yeah.
Get that clipped.
As the it came out of my mouth, the bullet went into my mouth. Shine on me. Shine, Jesus, shine. Fill this land with the Father's glory. Blaze, Spirit, blaze. Set our hearts on fire. Flow, river. Over here. In Hereford. Huh? You okay? Just trash the place. Oh, thanks, mate.
Congratulations on the
What's this?
partner thing. Fucking horrible, mate.
See you, mate. This is how it's done. 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 This is how you do it. And I think put this on loop. This one's got too much of a gap. I need to get rid of the gap on this. I didn't reload. Let's do it through the trees, guys. Am I a deadly assassin? Am I a deadly assassin? Hello. Let me close that. Close that. I'm trying to catch up with the end of last week's song battle. So I'm on the quarter final, 4 of 4. Republica against, I can't even see. So do you mind? I'm just skipping through the end of the stream. I've got everything I need. In the first round, semi-final, Republica versus Foo Fighters. Surely Foo Fighters win. Bear with me, everyone. Just skipping through. Oh my god, 50-50 with 1 second left. It's a coin toss. It's a coin toss between Drop Dead Gorgeous and Everlong in the semi-final. Surely Everlong, surely. Yes! Coin toss. Bear with me, everyone. This is Scroobius Pip's TPI Friday from actually 2 weeks ago. If I'm spoiling it, well, I'm sorry. Firestarter versus Meredith Brooks. Okay, skip. Surely Firestarter. Oh, yeah, Firestarter in the final. So it's Firestarter v Everlong. I'm not looking at the chat in case anybody ruins it for me. Final. Firestarter by Relax It's Max or from Relax It's Max. Sorry. And then Everlong won this scar. Okay, skip. Pip's talking a lot. Skip. Surely Everlong. Firestarter, that's fair, actually. It's more of a Friday night tune. What a final. Firestarter wins, Foo Fighters second. Okay, David got on the podium. I'm addicted to podiums. Hoping to make the podium tonight. Although my choice tonight, actually, I'm not going to submit because it's by an artist that some people don't like anymore. So, hello. I've left all my... I quite like this lighting, though. I've left all my windows sort of open. Hello, everyone. Hello, Daitai. I feel like I should be hearing music, wasn't I? Don't usually have music, do I? God, I'm so... honestly, I know I say this almost every week, but having a week between streams, you just lose your flow. I'm going to have to shut my window at the very least over there. Bear with. Hold on. Oh my God. Wow. That was nearly so bad. I nearly just fucking cut my foot. Oh my God. I just knocked this off. Ow. I just knocked this off my windowsill and it fell off the windowsill and smashed against a barbell, like my weights, a metal pole on its side, and my foot was right next to it. Imagine if that had been the stream. And you have like big veins on the top of your foot, don't you? Fuck. This is a good brewery in Australia. Oh dear. God, that would have been really bad. Yeah. I have to miss football training. I might have to miss tomorrow. Champions League final. I'm going up to watch it in the stadium. Oh my God. Anyway, hello. Hello. Strong bottles. Everyone's talking about song battles. And now I introduce the Ad strong bottles. Tonight, Scroobius Pip stream, song battles.
Oh my gilly goodness.
Thank you, Tarantula Lansbury. Anyone else to thank today? No, that's okay. Thank you very much, everyone. I appreciate it. Thank you, Tarantula Lansbury. It's 2007 in the song battles tonight. So I've had a little look at my personal, like my favourite songs playlist, and I've sorted it by release. There's quite a lot of important albums that came out then for me, sort of. There's a lot of second albums that came out in 2007 of bands that I really loved. And some of them... So like the Editors' second album came out. Arcade Fire, second or third, or something like that. I really liked back then. Maximo Park, again, second or third album. Lots of like second albums. So like albums that are quite important, but not as big a deal as previous years. But yeah, there's a lot of songs, but there's also a massive... No, I'm not going to talk about it. But there's another massive song that is by far and away my number one choice, but I'm probably not going to submit it, which is fine. So I've got some other backups. Anyway, I don't know why I'm talking about this so much. It's just I've been thinking about it, and I was just catching up with Pip's stream. But this is my stream. This is my own stream. So I should focus on this, and I should focus on you lot. Let's move that over there. Hello. Should we go backwards in the hellos? Hello, John. How's it going? Hello, Lumperly. This is my streaming. Hello, Platty. Hereford, how's it going? It is cooler today. Yeah, it would be awful. If this was yesterday or the day before when the sun was out, I wouldn't be able to do this. I don't think. I've got the aircon, but it's just been intense. Hello, Daitai. Hello, Tarantula Lansbury. Hello, Pete. Hello, SCF. How's it going? Hello, Wellesley. Hello, Frosty. Hello, David and Mary and Base Embrace and Lucy. Fish. Addy. Philly. Addy. What happened in the cup? I think you beat me in the cup. In the Fantasy Premier League Cup. I messed up on that last weekend. Congrats on your win. And then, yeah, that's everyone said hello to. Chris, how's it going? Frosty, 25 stream streak. That's a lot. That's a lot of time because I'm not streaming that regularly, am I? Sorry I didn't do an extra stream this week. I really wanted to stream Thrifty Business. I was going to do it on Tuesday or Wednesday, but it's half term this week, so Alex has been off. And then he was...
Oh my gilly goodness.
Espadrille, thank you. Thank you for 23 months. I was going to do it on Wednesday because Alex was at a football camp, but then I had a meeting at the charity right slap bang in the middle of the day from 12 till 1. And then it was like, well, I can't actually stream before that, and I'm not going to have time to stream after. So here we go. I wanted to do an extra stream, and I couldn't do it. But from now on, I'm probably going to start my Friday streams at 12:30, sometimes 12, and try and do 3 to 4 hours every week. I had this idea, maybe it's a pipe dream, but I was like, I was saying to Mac the other day, and I've said this to a few people, the co-op, the community co-op, all the gaming that we all used to do together has fallen off a fucking massive cliff. And we never do any of it. 69 points, nice. Some people are still doing it, but I used to be involved in PUBG. There'd be Goose Goose Duck. There'd be things like all those friend slot games, which I've now forgotten the name of. Lethal Company, and the one where you've got little flappy heads. You know what I'm getting at. And I was thinking, the thing is, I don't really have maybe Sunday nights, but I don't really want to go up against, it doesn't matter. I was thinking of doing a month of bringing back co-op and playing my favourite co-op on stream. So doing a Goose Goose Duck night with loads of legends. Maybe trying to bring back that winter game with Dando and Barmer and 1030 and Kate and people like that. Then maybe doing a PUBG, just some classics. Will I do this? Probably not. I think of loads of ideas and then don't do them. But we'll see. That Pilgrim was really good, wasn't it, for that one night? Repo, that's what I was thinking of. Are we there yet? I really want to finish with Cudder and Llama, but I've got a problem now because Wednesdays is a good gaming night for Cudder, but Wednesday nights Alex has Chelsea training, and then basically quite often I'm not really free until 8:30 or 9. So maybe that period of life is dead. Maybe we just move on. We'll see. Yeah, there's just loads of good games, and I really love. I feel like I haven't laughed with my Twitch pals. If I had a graph of laughter levels, it's fucking dropped off a cliff. I haven't done anything with anyone for ages, but then it's not like everybody's been doing loads and I just haven't. So there you go. That's how I'm feeling. Or maybe I actually set up my Rust server in 2 weeks. Yeah, exactly, David. Yeah. Anyway, I have to keep talking. That's the whole point of the stream, isn't it? I was just going to sit and think for a bit. How's it all going, everyone? I hope you're good. We're going to be playing Thrifty Business today. If you missed the week, missed my stream last week, it was a really cool game. For the first time in a long time with the game, I completely lost track of time. and Mary and Lumperly had to basically say, Adam, it's 4 o'clock. I was lost in the game. It was really, really fun. So I'm going to be playing that. If you missed the first episode, the first stream of it, it's fine. It's like an organisation game. You're a manager of a thrift shop. You get boxes donated. It's got Twitch integration, so if you're watching, you can pick boxes for me to receive at the charity shop. And then I have to route through them, and then I organise and like place all the stuff in the shop, and then it gets sold, and you get people coming to visit, and it's a really beautiful looking game, and I like the music, and it was really fun. I can't wait to play it again. Today, Alex is off school because it's half term. We had a really good week. She's done lots of activities, but this afternoon she's just literally inside just watching telly. Although we had quite a big breakthrough moment today, which I'll talk to you in a minute, which was like a bit of a celebration. But yeah, she is just inside, so I don't need to go and pick her up as early. So I definitely need to be done by 4:30, but ideally I'd be done by 4:15. So quarter past 4. Let's aim for that. But also, I might just finish at 4 because that's 3.5 hours. 4:15 is probably my hard out. Thank you. And Lumperly, don't forget, and any of the mods. If you ever need to get my attention, you can always do exclamation mark. Adam! Yeah, that. Adam! What time are you going on, Matt? I'll definitely finish at 4:15, but maybe 4. Perfect. The big thing we had today is that Alex is now allowed to walk home from school, but the problem is it's a 25-minute walk. And she's not very confident with that kind of thing. And obviously we've been a bit nervous about letting her walk that far because it also involves crossing over a railway track and walking alongside a main road. So it's not ideal for a 10-year-old. But also she kind of doesn't want to. She's been nervous and a bit scared about doing it. And so we don't want to pressure her into it. It's not like there's really any rush because obviously, by the time she's 20, it's not like she's still going to be sat at home going, I can't go out by myself. Hopefully. So I try not to panic. I always remember listening to an episode of the Louis Theroux podcast, or maybe Louis Theroux was on somebody else's podcast. And he talked about, as a parent, having a problem like when his kids used to eat really badly and their table manners were really terrible, and like they wouldn't use a knife and fork and they'd use their hands and they'd chew. Anyway, they had all these things. And he really used loads of energy worrying about, oh God. And then he had this thing where he was like, it's not like it's not like this child is going to be like this when they're an adult. Okay, they might not, I'm not expecting them to have gone to finishing school and know all the perfect etiquette when it comes to fine dining, but kids eat badly. But when they get older, most people can learn how to eat and how to use cutlery and stuff. So try not to panic about it too much. And that has always stuck with me because there's been a lot of stuff like that too. Like when we were trying to get Alex to stop using a little sippy cup and to use a cup, like a rimless, like an actual cup. And we were like, oh God, she's getting too old. And then Hannah's aunt was like, she's not going to be using a sippy cup at college. So that's quite a good approach. So we're trying to use that approach with her walking as well. Anyway, long story short, today I was like, do you fancy walking to the shop? You can get, if you walk to the shop, I'll give you some money. You can get yourself an ice cream. She might still be using a sippy cup when she's in her 20s. That is, anything's okay, isn't it? But I'd prefer it if she wasn't, and I'd like her to be able to use other cups. Obviously, if anybody has additional needs and anything like that, that's a different story. But oh God, the classic tie yourself up in knots while streaming scenario. So I said, you go to the shop and you can buy yourself an ice cream. And she was like, oh God, there's a shop like 3 minutes around the corner, like a little corner shop. And I said, go for it. And then she was umming and ahhing and she didn't really want to do it. And then she did, and she went, and then she came back and she got herself an ice cream and she was really chuffed. And I said, keep the change. And that can be your like going to the shop money over the holidays. And she was like, oh, I'm so proud of myself. I love that. I really want to walk home from school now. So we made good progress. Yes, Daitai's got twins. The nice thing about twins, there's a pair of twins opposite us, and they're going out playing all the time. Like they're playing out in the street, which Alex doesn't really do yet. But whatever happens, they've got each other, and they'll look out for each other. So I reckon you'll be so much more confident about them going to the shop together because they've got each other. If one of them trips and falls and hurts their knee, the other one can run home and get you and that kind of thing. I guess then you'll also need to give them experience of learning to be independent themselves, and that might be really interesting as twins who have grown up entirely together. I imagine you've done all sorts of reading about twins and like what's best for them. But that'll be interesting, won't it? Wow. Number of times I was told to get my elbows off the table and hold cutlery, I was expected to do fine. Yeah. Yeah, I think I might have had a little bit of that when I was growing up. Like, it used to be like, is this a thing for anyone else? My parents and my family used to be like, elbows off the table. You can only do that if you're an aunt or an uncle. Is that a thing? Obviously, I know that's not actually the law. Did anyone else have that? But I suppose, you know, like this time when Alex is eating and she's got her elbow on elbow on the table and she's like leaning down and like scooping the food up into her mouth, which is really close to the plate. It does look quite bad, but I have to remind myself that it doesn't matter, especially when we're at home. Like, it really doesn't matter. So we had a period where every mealtime I'd be like putting her up and stuff, and then Hannah would be like, this isn't fun. And I was like, yeah, no, fair enough. Don't remember the uncle privilege. Yeah, weird. But yeah, I used to be definitely a bit more probably snobby about like table manners and stuff like that. And like how you hold your knife and fork and putting your if you've got like a napkin, putting that on your lap. Just bits and bobs like that, and then none of this matters. Anyway, hope everyone's had a good week. I have had a pretty good one. It's been a lot of fun. It's all just made up. It's the society we live in, though. I guess I would like to have it so that my child, if she does go out like with friends, she has the skills to eat and not have everybody looking over going, holy fuck. She's like shoving her face down into the meal like it's a trough. Food everywhere. Anyway. Yeah, it's been a good week. You might remember at the end of last week's stream, I went to do football training, and then we drove up to the Midlands because Hannah's mum is trying to sell a house, and we went up there so that we could help with going to the tip. I did a big tip run. I went to a brand new tip. Quite intimidating. Driving a car full of rubbish to a brand new tip that I've never been to. I don't know the system. I know it's going to be full of blokes, and it was, who know what they're doing. Proper like dads. Yeah, I love a tip run too. I tipped up at the tip, and I was like, here we fucking go. I feel like I nail tip runs back here because I know the system. I know which rubbish goes in which bit. And also there's nice like parking thing. There's parking bays at our tip that you reverse into, and everybody knows to wait until there's a spot, and then you reverse into it, and it makes it nice and easy to open the back of the car and do stuff. At this tip in the Midlands, in Lichfield, in Staffordshire, the Midlands, England, Europe, there was no like parking bays or anything like that. You just sort of parked up on the side, and it was worrying. I didn't know what to do. And then suddenly you go out, and I've got all this recycling. Had loads of plastic recycling because my mother-in-law's recycling collection, the people have been on strike. Good for them, but they haven't collected their recycling for about a month. So my mother-in-law had a lot of plastic. Quite a lot of wine bottles as well. But that's okay. So I got to do the classic chucking bottles into a bottle bank, which is so satisfying. Also, she's good because she rinses out all her bottles and they were all fully dry. There was no red wine like dribbling down my wrist as I was doing it. But you get to like fucking launch them in. And if you're tall like me, you get to see in and get to see them smashing. Every time you want to get a smash. I love that. I love smashing glass. Oh. So I got to do that. And then I got to do all the other stuff at the tip, and that was good. Then I went up in their loft. Did you see the picture of some of the stuff that we found? I put it in Discord. We got a load of vinyl because she doesn't have a record player anymore and she doesn't really want to move all this vinyl. So we got some classic old vinyl. And then there was also this. Where is it? Scroll up, scroll up. Wow, there's been a lot of posts in my pics, vids, memes. There we go. Brace yourselves, everyone. If you're at work and a colleague might look over at your screen, just brace yourself. Because look at this horrendous chat. Why has it selected that? Browsing. Web browser. What am I doing? This one? This one. Mac, yeah, Lichfield is where Hannah's family comes from. That's my dad. Look at those sexy fish. Look at this guy. Anyway, so my mother-in-law had this VHS and it turned out, he says it was a gift, like a random joke gift. But I don't know how true that is. Look at this first line on the back. Ever fantasize about being stranded on a tropical island with over a dozen sexy men? Of course, who hasn't? I said that sounded like a program that Mac would watch on stream. I'm reading a really good book at the moment about reality TV. I like the history of reality TV. It's so good. Oh my god, there's so many. Like I'm learning about the shows, like the really early reality shows that happened in the 1970s in America. Fuck. I'd love to watch some of them on stream, but they would all be so problematic. It's basically everything is full of misogynists in those days. And it was all sort of acceptable. Anyway, so did that. Had a nice clear out at, yeah, he's very red. I've never worn like a thong or like this kind of thing that has the strap go all the way up there. I'm trying to actually imagine what that would feel like. I kind of feel like I want to. If I turn up to the next meetup like this, then only some of you will understand the reference. I need to exactly replicate the fish. Does anyone know anything about fish? You all love birds so much with your bird spotting apps. What about your fucking fish? You're ignoring the fish.
Oh my gilly goodness.
Hello, Les. Les, thanks for doing 38 months. Fucking hell. Appreciate it. Very pink. I love his face. Should we find out more about this? Tahitian adventure, stranded. Stranded! Tahitian adventure, stranded. Let's just Google that without Chippendales first. Okay, it's 60 quid on Amazon. Oh my god. And then 6 quid on eBay. Okay, I thought maybe it would... Okay, that's a shame. This excited me. I thought maybe it was worth loads of money for some reason. What kind of idiot's going to go on Amazon and buy this for 60 quid? 135 quid. John, that was like, I've just gone, what kind of idiot would buy this for 60 quid? And then you've gone, oh yeah, I did. But no, you're just arriving, I hope. It's annoying when you go on to... when you think you've got something worth money and you go onto eBay and then it's not. Anyway, so that's the inside of it. Nice. Let's see if there's any actual info about it. Adult entertainment. That just what did Chippendales do? Did they get their willies out? I actually don't know. Do they do like helicoptering? Do they dance about naked though, Mary? I know that it's not actual, it doesn't get pornographic. There's no erections. How naked do the Chippendales actually get? Giving him a BJ on stage. What? I don't like the AI overview, but then sometimes I do, because the way that Google works, and yes, I should probably just stop using Google. And if you want to learn about more of that kind of thing, there's going to be a very interesting workshop coming up from Erica Might Be Bees about how to de-Googlify your life. But Google make all the results shit, so then you... What? So then you end up relying on the AI overview. Here we go. A Chippendale show seems like a good clean fun, but is it? And this is Irish. This is the Irish Times. Is this really large? Am I zoomed in? No. Let's find out. Prodigy's Firestarter. We were talking about that at the start of the stream. Shall I just search for the word penis? Penis? No, no penis. And then flaccid? No. And then what about naked? Here we go. Traditional Chippendales naked torso with collar and dicky bow. Only one. Okay, genitals. No, okay. Anyway, I had a fantastic time. Did I have a fantastic time at my mother-in-law's? I felt good to be there to help out and to do my bit. And she was very thankful. And it felt like a good son-in-law thing to have done, gone to the tip and then cleared out the loft. I got a load of vinyl. Let me quickly go and grab one of the singles that she had, because I thought, oh, I wonder if this is worth money. It isn't. Bear with me. Can't actually see my... Look at this. This is actually a banger. Now, I think this is actually Hannah's brother's rather than my mother-in-law's. But inside here, there were 3 records. KLF. Gangstar, which is good. And the Prodigy Out of Space. They're definitely not my mother-in-law's. So that's not the one. But the one that I was like, oh, this is cool. Because does this still hold the record for the longest #1 ever? Look. How cool is that? I think this is cool. Is it cool? Started playing it and it works. great thing was I first put it on my record player at the wrong BPM, so it came out in slow motion, and we all had a big old laugh. On eBay, £5. £5. Hello, Emily. And then I don't even know what these are. Nancy Sinatra. Look at this. Look how old that looks. The Girl with the Bow in Her Hair by Bobby Vinton. Yours Until Tomorrow by Gene Pitney. I don't know if any of these... We just grabbed them all. It's just a load of old shit, isn't it? Aladdin's Lamp by Gene Pitney. And just in case you didn't know what it was, in case you can't read the record, it says Aladdin's Lamp at the top there. Frank Sinatra. I Want to Hold Your Hand by the Beatles. See, there's part of me that would be like, oh, could that be worth... Nah, probably not. It's a sorry state of affairs, isn't it? When I see stuff like this, and instead of being like, oh, wow, it'd be great to listen back to these and learn the history, I'm like, is it worth any money? Hello, Sheila. Help clear out my mother-in-law's house. She's not dead. But she's moving. I don't know what this is. Anyway. Frank Sinatra. Yeah, maybe worth a check. I Want to Hold Your Hand by the Beatles. And like, sometimes I'm like, ooh, I wonder if that would be worth money. Well, they were like the biggest selling recording artists in terms of records of that era, surely. And if they sold a lot of records, that means there was fucking loads of records about. So, yeah. But yeah, worth a check. Maybe I'll have a little check. Yeah, but there was also some like football, like in her loft, there was also some like those, you remember the cigarette cards that you'd get in cigarettes, football ones, and it had like Sir Alf Ramsey, and I was looking on eBay at them, and they were like 50p each, these cards. So anyway, so I helped her, and then on Saturday night we went and stayed at Hannah's dad's, the stepmom's, and that was all lovely. And then Sunday morning I got up and I got a train. Sheila, this is good timing, because I got a train down to London Euston Station from Lichfield. The train was full of Arsenal fans and Everton fans and Spurs fans, because it was the Everton-Spurs match that day. And I got the tube to Angel, Islington, and it was fucking hot. I was by myself, and I strolled all the way from Angel. I could have got off at Highbury, Islington, or gone to Finsbury Park or wherever. But I walked from Angel all the way up, just soaking in the atmosphere. The streets were full of... I mean, they weren't that full initially, but there were a lot of Arsenal fans around. And I walked all the way up to the stadium. And as you might remember last week, I was talking about the fact that when Arsenal won the league, it felt really weird because we won it whilst I was out, theatre thing, and I didn't really connect with it, and I felt like I didn't have like the chance to properly celebrate. And then my friends were up at the stadium, and I didn't get to go, and I felt kind of weird. Luckily, I've had a chance to properly celebrate, because I went up towards the stadium, and I had a little walk around. Oh, it was really weird, Sheila. I felt quite gutted, and actually I felt a little bit depressed the next day, but I think that was to do with other things. But I just felt really weird. I was like, this isn't like, we've had all this build up, and then I'd made it so I could go and be in London for this final match of the season on Sunday to celebrate, but then we won it early. And obviously, you know, I'm not looking a gift horse in the mouth, but it just felt really weird. Yeah. 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 And we said last week, like, our friend Tom, who died, was a huge Arsenal fan. And like, most of the games I went with him, and we lived together, like a 10-minute walk from the station. And we used to like our life was heavily, like the most intensely involved I was as a football fan was during that period when I lived with Tom. And so he did an Arsenal podcast and he used to get invited to Arsenal events and his podcast was doing really well. And then he died. So it's been like a bit of a weird feeling, like him not being around. And there's more on that later. But I went to the stadium and it was fucking hot and I was walking around and I was vibing and there were just loads of people there. Arsenal weren't playing at the stadium. They were playing at Crystal Palace. There's no real need to be at the stadium, but loads of fans were just there to celebrate and feel the vibe. Lots of chanting going on. Really cool. I was like chatting to people, get involved in chants and just feeling really great. Feeling really fucking hot, but really enjoying it. And I was hoping to meet up with a friend, but he wasn't around. So I just sort of vibed by myself. Got chatting to somebody. Turned out that he'd come from Oxford. Whilst I was chatting to him, this is maybe against TOS. This all happened in the game Football Manager, by the way. I was playing my game of Football Manager. And I got chatting to somebody outside of this stadium, this fictional stadium in Football Manager, and he was smoking a spliff, which they've added to the game Football Manager. And he offered me some. And I was sort of feeling like high on life and excitement for Arsenal winning the league in game. And I was like, yeah, because also I was a fucking massive stoner when I lived in London with Tom. We used to get stoned every day. So I've got a lot of those times around that area are linked. Anyway, so I was like, this is absolutely perfect. So I took it off him and I had 2 tokes in game in this game of Football Manager. I had 2 tokes and I gave it back to him and then I was chatting. Anyway, then I said bye. And then as I walked away, I realised that whatever I'd had, well, it was just a spliff, but it was like a blunt, and it was pretty fucking strong. And then all of a sudden, the strength of the weed in game, the game Football Manager that I was playing, they've introduced this mechanic where you can get high with the fans, and the heat, it was so hot, all kind of collided, and I felt good. And then I went and queued. It's a mod, yeah. I went and queued to get into the club shop because I wanted to have a look at like the champion stuff they'd got. And I got into the shop and it all like hit me. And I found myself just like standing there staring into the middle distance. But I was finding it really fun and funny. I wasn't like freaking out or panicking or having a whitey or anything like that. I was just like really high in that moment. But I was finding it really good. And I was just like, I can't concentrate on any. There's too many people in here. There's too many products. There's so many products in that shop. And I wanted to maybe get something. I wanted to get something for Alex, like maybe a key ring, like saying champions or whatever. Turned out all the champion stuff was sold out. But I kept on just walking around the same bit and like staring off into the middle distance or like looking, staring at the same shirt. And then I became paranoid that if CCTV was watching, that I looked really weird. So I just left. And then my plan was to like get into one of the pubs to watch the match, the final match of the season, to watch us lift the trophy. But everywhere was so hot and also packed. And all of the local pubs around the stadium had done ticketed events, like they'd sold tickets if you wanted to get in to watch the match because they knew there'd be so many people. So I couldn't get in. And then I was like, I really want to see them lift the trophy because that's going to be the cathartic, like celebratory moment we haven't had for 22 years. And I couldn't get in to anywhere. But also I was like still high from 2 tokes in the game of Football Manager. I didn't have a drink at this stage. It was really hot. My mouth was getting really like, but I was vibing. And because I was like, I'm older now, I think if I'd done that 10, 15 years ago, I might have panicked and been like, oh, I need to get out of here. But I was like, this is fine. It's fine to feel like this and let's just enjoy it. But I didn't really know what to do. And as I said, I like really, really needed a drink. And then a woman walked past holding a massive cool bag that had straps, and it was like on her front. And I went and sat in the shade. I was sitting in the shade at this point, and she came over, and she was like, "Would you like a drink?" And I was like, "Yeah." Sorry, I had a picture of this. Let me just save this. I thought I had it ready, but I don't. Oh my God, my desktop is full of photos. Copy? Can I just copy and paste? No. Sorry, everyone. This is bad. Twitch. WhatsApp image. Oh, thank you, Funko. I'll have a look at that. And this is what she handed me. A little ice cold Coke. And I'm telling you now, it was a Coke Zero. This is the best Coke I've ever had in my life. This is the best Coke I've ever had in my life because I was happy. I was high. It was a baking hot day. I had a really gacky mouth and no drink and really needed a drink. I was tired. But also, I was celebrating Arsenal winning the league. And I got handed this little ice cold Coke, which I cracked open and drank. And it tasted so good. And then she said, "Would you like another one?" And I got another one. I kept it as a souvenir. And this one is sealed. But yesterday, when I was opening my window, I fucking knocked it out and I fucking dented it. Now, again, like, part of me was like, "Oh, keep that, put it in the loft. That's going to be worth money." It won't be. They were giving out so many of these. I imagine when I go back tomorrow, they'll be giving out these as well. But I was a bit annoyed about that. I can't really hammer it back down because it's on the seal. Look. Yeah, this was all in game, but because I got the Coke can achievement, they sent me one of these. It's a fantastic update, the Football Manager update. But I've got my empty one of these as well. But I thought, oh, quite cool to have an original full one. But yeah. Mary, did you realise it was a little can when I showed this picture, or did you just think I have a giant hand? Is that... No, I was going to say, is it because that's what a Coke can looks like in your hand? But it would be the opposite, wouldn't it? Let's see what Funkel sent me. Oh, hold on. This was me at the stadium. I said please ignore it in the Discord, but I'm now going to draw full attention to it. Look at the sweat on my hat. Because I walked I walked around for about an hour before I got to the stadium on the hottest day of the year. I was dripping with sweat. It was kind of gross, but also when it's that hot, I don't mind leaning into it. When it's kind of like 22 degrees and I'm walking around, I'm getting hot. I'm like, oh, I don't really like it. But when it's just like, fuck it, everybody's getting really fucking hot, then that's fine. This was pre. I know it looks a bit post, but this was pre. Also, it looks like there's nobody there. But it really was like, and then what happened was, so as I said, my plan was to stick around and then maybe celebrate with the fans after once we lift the trophy. Do you know what I did then? I drank the best Coke I've ever had in my life, and I just went home. And I was talking to Pip about this over the weekend, or whenever it was, and he was like, "Fucking respect." He said that, you know, there might have been a bit of pressure to stick around and try and like get into a pub or watch it on the edge, but you just did exactly what you wanted to do. And I was like, yeah, no, too right, I did. But also, I just didn't really feel like hanging around in the heat. It was so hot. And also, I didn't have any pals. Tomorrow when I go out to watch the Champions League final, I'm actually meeting some people. And then the parade is on Sunday, and I'm going to be there, hopefully meeting some people, maybe seeing Funkle there if he goes. But I just went home. Anyway, that worked out pretty well as well, because then I got to go and get myself a big bottle of water, and I went and had a Taco Bell at Finsbury Park, because also this time I was kind of feeling a bit peckish. Don't know why. I was feeling a little bit peckish. Yes, Sheila, I'm going to the screening. Are you? What are you doing? I've never met you in real life. Imagine if we meet after, like, if we win the Champions League and then we just meet. That'd be incredible. But I got a Taco Bell, and then I went home, and it was so hot. But because it took them ages after the game to get the trophy stuff sorted, I had time to get home, have a shower, come downstairs. Are you? I'm going with a friend who used to do the Arsenal podcast with my friend Tom, a friend called Alex. For a second then I thought, do I need to mention his name? Probably didn't, but and I got to watch it. I was going to say, Sheila, like, let's keep an eye out for each other, or maybe we could meet up, but I imagine it's going to be well full. But yeah. I could. Why don't you should we DM each other what block we're in? I've got my ticket here. I've got it on my Apple Wallet. There's the details. I could just tell you right now what block I'm in. Nah, maybe I won't do that. As if anybody watching here on Twitch is going to be like, ooh, ads on that block. I'm going to travel up to London and see if I can meet him. I think it's only the real big streamers who have to worry about that kind of stuff. But anyway, yeah, DM. That would be really cool. If you turned up, Mary, I'd love it. I'd miss the match for you. I wouldn't actually do that. I got home. I got showered. I turned on the TV. Got to watch my football team lift the Premier League trophy for the first time in 22 years. I was 21 the last time we won. And I was a little bit blasé about it then, because it was off the back of a period of sustained success, a really great team, always near the top, winning trophies. And I took it for granted. Also, I was 21, so I had loads of other things that are way more important to me than football at that particular time. But this felt like a long old wait. And it was beautiful being able to be at home, because I think if I'd been in the pub with a load of mates, cool, but being in the pub with this load of strangers, I wouldn't have been able to necessarily celebrate and like release all the tension and like feelings that I had. So they lifted the trophy, and I instantly like was crying tears of joy. I was so happy at home alone, because Hannah and Alex were still up in the Midlands. And then instantly I started crying like tears of sadness and like anger as well at that Tom isn't around to see this. And angry at the situation, not at him. Just the unfairness of life that he's not here. But it was kind of really good, like cathartic, to be able to do that in my living room. And it was an amazing moment. And then I watched all the celebrations for ages, and it was just actually a beautiful day. And I also came home knowing that I'm going to be going up to the stadium tomorrow to watch the final in the stadium, even though it's in Lisbon. They're showing it on a big screen. And then I'm staying over at a mate's, and then I'm going to the parade on Sunday. So I'm very excited. Sheila has sent me the DM. Let's see if we're in the same block. I'm in the upper stand as well, because all the other tickets were gone. I think we're way near the back. You are that block. I am. Okay. I am 14 blocks away from you. I'm 14 blocks away from you, which isn't that many in the grand scheme of the blocks. Is it a few? Is it? How many blocks are there? Yeah, 14 blocks is quite a lot. Yeah, that's why I thought maybe on the concourse. Well, let's just see how we go, shall we, Sheila? No pressure at all. Yeah, exactly. If you're getting there for 3:30, we should be able to do it before. Oh, you'll be alone, exactly. Okay. Well, I don't know when I'm getting there. I've got to get the train up. I'm getting the train up tomorrow morning, and then I'm going to go to my friend's house, drop off my stuff, and then we're going to head in. I think we wanted to get some food. I'm not 100% sure, but I could keep you posted, and I'll DM you on Discord, probably. But yeah, beforehand, because they say they want people to get there for early, don't they? So we can get in our seats. It's gonna be weird. I hope we win, obviously. Yeah, we'll give it a go. Anyway, what's Funkle sent me? Oh my god, I don't know if I want to show these. Do you want to see a picture of me with hair, without glasses, everyone, at an Arsenal game? With Tom? What year's this? Look at this chump. No beard. Loads of hair. That's Tom. This is Tom, also at Arsenal. Oh, he was a really cool guy. Not so cool now, though. And here's the lineup at one of the games that we went to. Was this like the... Look at that team. Was this the Emirates Cup or something shit? Not shit, but as in... Don't know. I've got a Rosicky shirt. Problem is, I've got a Rosicky shirt, and I've got out all my old Arsenal shirts. I've got a big issue, everyone. I used to buy my Arsenal shirts in medium, and they're all a bit too small. I've got this problem, and you know, I think a lot of you will sympathise. I think really, I am between a medium and a large when it comes to t-shirts. Mediums are often a bit too small. Larges are often a bit too big. But Sheila, I bet I bet you can get away with it. Mine are sort of, some of them are tight enough so that you can sort of see the bottom part of my stomach. It does seem random. Here you go. I'll show you, because I actually took photos of my Arsenal shirts, me wearing them. Hold on. Well, not very good, but look, here's me in one. That one's pretty tight. This one, this one's worth like 130 quid now, so I don't really want to wear it. This one, Pip sent me for free. Is Pip, are you here by any chance? So does everyone remember when Pip did a like his Halloween photo shoot with his goddaughter and family? And he did one where they're the Addams family, and he, like the cheeky chappy that he is, actually dressed as Tony Addams, and he bought this shirt. And then I was like, wow, where did you get that shirt? It was like, I don't even remember what he said, because I need to ask him that again. But I was like, oh my God, what are you doing with it now? And he was like, nothing. I was like, can I have it? And he posted it to me. But I don't know if it's an original or if it's one of the remade ones. I'm guessing it's a remade one, because it's not like he would have forked out loads of money for the original. Then I also have these two. And this one has Rosicky on the back. Thank you, Ono. I don't know why I got no... Oh, no, that's just a streak. So there aren't any alerts for that. But thank you for watching 3 streaks. And then this one is the first Adidas one back. But anyway. Yeah, but I mean, yeah, Sheila, I think you're probably right. But the label in the back doesn't match the label that I've seen in some of the ones online. But yeah, Pip's not going to have bought an original 1992 Arsenal home shirt, is he? just for one photo. Got one of the ones on the right, but it has my name on the back and it's rep from years of playing. Nice. Oh shit! Is that from actually when you played in? No, is that from like playing with your pals, or is that when you actually were on the Arsenal books for a little bit? I doubt you would have played with the same shirt over years and years, so I think I've answered that. Oh, right. Oh, really? Oh, no. That's weird. Right, what's Funkle sent me? The oldest evidence of being Arsenal fans. Here I am. In fact, that's the shirt. This is my first Arsenal shirt. No, my first Arsenal shirt was 96, I think. An away shirt. And then this one. And this is my friend James, who I shared a sleeping bag with after we watched Ghost Watch. In fact, this is kind of the era. No, it isn't. I was 9. This was at Funkle's birthday party. I don't know what I'm drinking there. This is at Funkle's, like a meetup we had at Funkle's house. Tom and Funkle are in this picture as well. Fucking yes. Anyway, it's kind of felt good to really connect with it all and to be champs, and it's a good time, and I'm looking forward to tomorrow. And it doesn't really matter what happens. Obviously, if we win, it'll be amazing. But the pressure is slightly off now, and whatever happens, we've won that league and we're the champs. And that is all the football content. But I thought you enjoyed the story of me randomly getting high and then having the best Coke I've ever had. Sorry, I'm now just reading Discord. Did we have cider? How old are we there? How old were we there, do you think? 13? Oh, Jeb. Hello, VT. Just been talking about me going up to the stadium over the weekend, and I'm going up tomorrow as well. My contribution to Football Chat, I gather Crystal Palace have done something football related recently because Croydon seems very happy. Yeah, they won a European trophy on Thursday night. Thursday night or Wednesday night? Wednesday night. Yeah, I love Palace. Palace. Yeah. Best Coke I've ever had, Cutter. It was this Coke. You should get one of these with the FPL. You should get your own little Cokes made. FPL champ. I bet. Your 13th birthday, so we'd just become teenagers. Look at this. Me and James and Funkle. Where's the picture? We should send the picture with you in. So we can all look at 13-year-old Funkle as well. Nice Cutter. Cutter, you could just buy a double-decker chocolate bar and take a picture of you standing on it with a tiny little trophy. You were a dork. I don't think you were a dork. I don't think you were much of a dork. No, you were. You were actually. Yeah. Of course I know. But I'll tell you what, though, being in London, this kind of like a huge mass gathering of people in London can quite often not be great. But the vibes were so fucking good. And I've read some really great articles this week about why Arsenal have such a large black fan base, and just generally, obviously, London is like the most diverse city, and I love how diverse the mass group of fans is and was, and that's always something that Arsenal I've been proud of at Arsenal, mostly because they're a London club, but they paved the way in many ways. Had some iconic black players, and I think we're the first football team ever, or Premier League team, to field 9 black players in a game once. And Arsene Wenger bought lots of African players, and that really built our fan base over there. And there were some incredible scenes in places like Ghana of these huge crowds of Arsenal fans celebrating. I love it. All foreign, yeah. And, you know, as you can imagine, some papers back in the day weren't too keen on that. Yeah, it was this. How did Arsenal become a home for black players and fans? This was really interesting. Look at these legends. Anyway, most of you couldn't care less, I imagine. Yeah, but everyone says weird things. All fan bases have got idiots in. There is Sheila. Yeah, I'd like to read that. Nice Toad. There was a guy trying to selling Black Arsenal books. Here he is. Oh, this guy, one of the best ever humans, Ian, right? The best ever humans. Oh. Right. Let's get off the football. That's exciting. Arsenal might win a Champions League tomorrow, and I might meet Sheila. What would be the best thing? Oh, Ellen's correct. Should we do a crossword? Or should we talk about films? Should we talk about films we've watched first? Let's talk about films I've watched this week. I've only watched one, to be honest with you. But I think I'm up to 42 films now. Let's find out which one I watched. VT, don't cheat. I haven't watched many films, so now I'm going to watch 80. Let's find out which films I watched this week, and if you don't like my opinions, don't hate me. VT. Really great one this week. I'm wondering if I might change my rating for it, because I've been thinking about it loads. But on Monday, I watched Midsummer. 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours where I didn't check my phone or check the time once. I was locked in for the entirety because the whole film had me wanting to know what was going on and what was going to happen. I was just like, yeah, keep showing me. Show me more. Yeah. No, this is good. Yeah. What's happening now? Wow, that's happening, is it? Okay. Wow, okay. Well, that's really weird, but I want more of this, actually. The whole film. I really enjoyed it. I think I'm going to change my rating. It really is. So gripping. Also really funny. Like, not in a slapstick. Like, I didn't really ever laugh out loud, but I kept on thinking to myself, this is really funny at different points. Really delighted I watched it now instead of a few years ago. I think maybe VT, definitely Llama, gave me a content warning for this film and something that happens fairly early on, which could be very traumatic to have watched a few years ago. But I was kind of absolutely fine with it. Some stuff like that hits me, some stuff doesn't. Lots of gore, like wince gore that will make you wince and sort of go, oh wow, they did that, they went there. I really loved it. And actually I think I'm definitely talking about that more. Like, let's have a look at my ratings, watched order. I've only got 1 5-star, which is still All of Us Strangers. which that's not. I definitely still stand by because that fucking blew me away at the time. But yeah, Boy, City of God, Do the Right Thing, Monos. I was like, I really loved that. Whereas the 4-star ones is more of a, yeah, they were really good. I think Midsummer might be a 4.5. And this fucking matters. It does mean going into my letterbox, changing the rating, going into my Google Drive document and changing the rating that links to this website, and going into my iPhone Film Notes app and changing the rating. 3 different places. Yeah, Luna. Who was I talking to? I recommended it in a friend's group chat the other day, and one of my friends was like, oh, that sounds interesting, but I've just seen the content warning for the amount of gore, and I hate gore. If you hate gore, do not watch this, is what I'd definitely say. I wasn't saying these thoughts out loud, Jeb. I like your Batman badge. Oh, I loved Limmy's review. But Super Sausage Fish, I don't think that couple were married. I don't think they were a married couple. So I can say this, and I'm not going to explain it because I don't want to spoil anything. But Limmy's review talks about this couple being a married couple. I think they were just 2 people who have recently turned 72 years old. Right? So unless they were married in the same age, like my parents, for example, are the same age. But I think the point was that they were probably both 72 years old. Anyway. Yeah, Lumpy, I agree. Yeah, it wasn't like Saw or anything like that. But yeah, I thought what's his name? Will Poulter was really funny. Oh, and this is the other thing. And if we're talking about in Football Manager, in the game Football Manager, we're just saying stuff today. It doesn't matter. I'm probably, in the grand scheme of things, if my Twitch gets taken down for 6 months, that's fine. When I did mushrooms in my 20s, it was kind of exactly how they portrayed it in this film. When they do mushrooms right at the start of the film, the way that they change things visually really fucking locked in, like really was kind of exactly like my experience. The way that the trees were moving when she looked in the mirror, the way that her face was warping, all that kind of stuff. I was like, they've done this really, really well. So I enjoyed that. Yeah, the psychedelic visuals, they're done so well. What a great film. And Florence Pugh is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, really loved it. I've been wanting to watch it for ages and just haven't got around to it, mostly because it's 2.5 hours, but I loved it. Yeah, I'm changing it to 4.5 stars, but I won't do that right now. Quickly ranking Ari's films to the top of my head. Beau, Midsummer, Hereditary, Eddington. Yeah, okay. Hereditary is that proper scary? I think I heard a Films to Be Buried With episode with a random comedian who said they watched Hereditary and they genuinely had to sleep with the lights on for 2 nights as an adult. And they watch horror films. I don't think I'd be like that, although horror films did fuck me up when I was a kid. So I haven't rushed to watch Hereditary because I heard it is fucking scary. I don't think I know Beau. Horror comedy. Why are they showing me Beau's Afraid? Is it called Beau's Afraid in other places? Beau's Afraid is the full title. Oh, he's not afraid. Beau's Afraid. How about we go to Beau is Afraid Letterboxd 2023. Okay, I'm intrigued. Definitely intrigued. Yeah, I see. I didn't find Midsummer scary. Like, it's kind of unsettling, but it's just so gripping and just like beautiful visually, and I really enjoyed the music in it and the fact that some of it was diegetic and some of it was the other word. I would have felt so clever if I'd remembered both. Is it just non-diegetic? Can't remember. But the music was really good, and then sometimes there'd be music playing, and then you'd realise that actually music is being played by some of the people like on screen. And then yeah, it's just a really great film, really well made. So I recommend it, and it's definitely getting a bump up in my review now because I've been thinking about it all week since I watched it. So that is the film I watched this week. Midsummer. Had a good run. It's been a while. Oh no, I watched Chopper and Gross Point Blank. Both got 3 stars. So that's those films. Ballad of Wallace Island was really good. I think I gave that a 4. Yeah, 4 is really fucking good, right? But don't know why I didn't go higher than that. But anyway, what I found interesting is if we sort by my rating, I've now got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10 with Midsummer films of 4.5 or over. I've watched 10 of what I'd call my favourite films ever in this period, which is so fucking good. Anything 4.5 or 5 is one of my favourite films ever for sure. So good. Speaking of favourite films ever, we're still watching it live. We've watched 33 2-minute clips of the film Alive. We're going to watch one more now. They're all eating each other. It's really cool. They're all eating each other's asses. No, not that way. Not that kind of film. Calm down. Let's watch 2 more minutes of Alive.
2, 2, 2,
Watching.
film,
Well done, David.
chunks,
How are the others eating? One by one. Good. Look, I'll do what I can, Roberto. I'm strong when I'm strong, and when I'm not, it's your turn. God, she was so beautiful.
He doesn't want them to eat his sister. They'll have to eventually.
Son of a bitch. But they went without me? Hey, you can't go till you eat anyway.
Got to look for the tail.
The batteries! With the batteries, you can work the transmitter.
They've eaten human flesh.
Can't see them anymore.
I think so. Have a little go now, Jeb, and let us know.
Look at that.
Okay. Look at what? Look at what? where they find the dinosaurs. I have to watch the rest of that next week. Hello, Kate. Real cliffhanger. Imagine if they're actually on the edge of a cliff. The theatre thing that I was at when Arsenal won the league, which was a kids thing, their interval, somebody slipped on the edge of a cliff and was hanging on the cliff edge, and then it went to the interval. And that might be the first time in my life when it was a genuine cliffhanger. It was literally a cliffhanger. And I thought that was pretty cool. Because I doubt you actually get... Not many cliffhangers actually involve hanging on the edge of cliffs these days. Right. Hello, TJ. Does that happen in the Italian Job? What's the definition of a cliffhanger, though? Because you can't really have a cliffhanger in a film unless it's right at the end. Like, isn't a proper cliffhanger... I mean, I guess you can cut and you can go to a different scene and then come back to it later in the film. But for me, a cliffhanger is like at a commercial break or at the end of an episode, like in EastEnders. Is there a cliffhanger in Cliffhanger? You'd hope so. Free Solo's good. Who was talking about climbing? Cudder in Cudder's stream. Free Solo was good. I wonder why I rated that. Oh, I'm not logged in. I think I'll probably give it a 4. I mean, Lama takes the mick out of me because quite often I'll be like, oh, I watched another film on my list. This. 4 stars. We've got a lot of 4-star films here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Minus that because that's going to go up. 16 of the films I've watched, I've rated 4 stars. It's because you're all recommending really good films. Oh, nice, Funko, nice. Oh, wow. Free Solo was so good. I couldn't believe the strength in their fingers. Like when he'd be doing pull-ups on his van, on the edge of his van, and he'd be sat like cross-legged, and then he puts his 2 fingers like that, and he pulls himself up, his whole body strength with his fingers. Amazing. Forearms on climbers. Cutter was talking about that, like how his forearms felt rinsed. If you ever want a massive pump on your forearms, which I'm sure happens regularly, but if you're going to do like a photo shoot and it's just your hands on your forearms, go climbing just before. If you're ever doing watch adverts, like modelling watches or bracelets, you need to go climbing just before. Wow. 3 times. Yeah, I'm pretty bad at heights, actually. No, Jeb, I haven't. Is it good? Crossword.
And we play, and we play, and we play, and we play, and we play. Every day, every day, every day, every day. We're gonna do the crossword, crossword. We're gonna do the crossword, crossword. We're gonna do the crossword, crossword. We're gonna do the crossword, crossword.
Thank you for plugging your keyboard back in for that, Cutter. I appreciate it. I know you're working hard. I appreciate the engagement. Cutter is rinsing me at chess. Like, it's basically showing me the difference between me, who has been playing it now for 2 weeks, so 14 days, and then Cutter, who's at like 150 days of chess. He's just relentless. He just consumes me and my pieces. He's dominating me, and some might say bullying me. He's just really good. His Walton's really good. I got a little bit more confidence because my friend, who I was playing with at the Airbnb the other week, where they had a chessboard, and that got me into chess again. We played 3 games on chess.com and he beat me 3 in a row, and that really pissed me off. And then I lost to Hereford, I lost to Cutter. I'm losing to marry, maybe just at the minute marry, but ours is fairly even. But then I played my mate twice in a row and I beat him twice in a row. And I was like, yes, I've got it. I'm not making any silly mistakes now. And then I made a couple of silly mistakes against Cutter. Cutter's just fucking in. And it's one of those where you play against Cutter and you look at every possible move and he's got all of his pieces covered by other pieces. So you're like, oh, I could actually take that. Oh, no, it's covered. I could take that. Oh, it's covered. He's so protective of his pieces. Yeah, I've done one game with a random person. I lost that too, but because I did a 5-minute game and then suddenly it's really stressful. The lessons keep crashing, Hereford. I've been doing the challenges, but the lessons keep crashing. Every time I complete the first lesson, it says cannot connect to the server, and then I never get through to the next lesson. Because I would like to get better. Yeah, I really should do those lessons. I'll try again. Maybe I should just turn my phone off and on. But yeah. Anyway, crossword. Has everyone bet? I'm going to freeze this. We've got 2 minutes to do this crossword. Mary, it's my... Oh, Mary! I love it. Every time Mary plays a move, I get a little picture of Totoro. Is that Totoro? Yes, fucking yes. 1 and 4. On my watch. Also, I'm such a thirsty chess player because whenever I get an alert to say somebody else has played a move, I kind of play my move straight away. Anyway, here we go. Freeze the chat. Freeze this. Here we go. My skill is not in chess, for it is in crosswords. Take a look at this. X. The B in USB. I don't actually know. Smallest pups in the litter. Runts? Don't know. Mistakes. Runts? No. Mistakes in print. Typos? Typo. Mistakes in print. I don't know what that's called. Savage. Don't know. Speaks like a drunk. Slurs? SLURS? Absolutely. Could be sure or yes. Is that just yes? Lacking discipline. Don't know yet. Sculpted likeness. What's the name? Like a bust. It's also, there's a name for that, which is what they're trying to get me to guess. Confederate soldier for short. Fed? It's not that. Famous folks. Celebs? No. Stars? Stars? Capone and Franken. Als? Al Franken? I don't know who that is, but it's Al Capone, isn't it? 4 across. Smallest pups in the litter. Fucks? 6 across. Mistakes in print. I don't even know if Fed is right, so maybe let's not use that. 3 down. Sculpted likeness. Is it slurs? I hate it when I think I've got something wrong. 2 down. Lacking discipline. So many things. 8 across. Savage. Don't know. 1 across. The B in USB. I should know this, but I don't think I do. USB. Ultimate sex boy is what they used to call me at college. I nearly said school, and that would have been weird. Smallest pups in the litter. I'd love it if that's what they were called. Mistakes in print. I don't think Fed is right. So let's think about what they call the smallest pups in the litter. I don't know. So let's think about mistakes in print that ends with a TA. And let's think this got to be a vowel here. Everything's... It's all over anyway. Is it runts? I said runts earlier. Oh, I didn't realise runts was the smallest. I thought runts was just... Yeah, that does make sense, doesn't it? I thought the runt of the litter was just like the one that had... It was a bit like had some health issues. But is that because they're the least developed and they're the smallest? Yeah. I know runt... I thought runt was just... I didn't realise it was the smallest. Otherwise I would have put it... I should have fucking put it anyway. I said runts and it fits. So what's that? 4 down. Red? Were they called red? So how does this affect anything else? B in USB. Oh, no, that's there. Scottish accents I didn't even see. I don't know what that word is. 2 down. Lacking discipline. Unruly? I would have got unruly. 3 down. Sculpted likeness. Is it statue? 8 across. Savage. Brutal. Oh my god. If I'd got runts, it would have opened up all of this. Don't know what that one is yet. Scottish accent. Don't know what that is either. The B. It must be bus. And then I would have got stuck there. Reb. What's this word? Statue is just sculpted likeness. I was thinking of a bust. I was thinking the likeness just being like the face, and I was thinking there was another name for a bust, like a sculpted bust. I didn't just think of Sometimes I sort of go for more confusing, like I'm thinking it's going to be something really random when the simplest thing is right there. What's this? Errata. Crossword is a bust. Let's scroll down. My skill in crosswords. Dunno. Next one, dunno. I said slurs on stream. That was my nickname that I never told you, yeah. Said runts, yeah. Ultimate sex boy. Was when it unravelled. I remember runts, the sweets, the candy. Statue's annoying, yeah. I'll go for heart. Yeah. You don't think you've ever put money on no and lost? Well, you clearly haven't been to every stream, because I think the stats show, if Sheep was here now, who did a crossword stats spreadsheet, I think the stats show that I get at least 10% of my crosswords. It does happen. And in fact, I've got a hat trick before of getting 3 in a row, right? So it does happen. I'm not match fit. There was a time when I was doing 3 crosswords a week. And now I'm doing 1 a week. And I don't do any other crosswords at all. Really, if I was serious about this sport, I would do this crossword every day. Because then when it came to stream day, I'd be in that mindset. I would have had the practice, and I sort of understand the crossword setters and how they do things. Will I complete it? No, I won't. I'm in the middle of a bad run. There's no doubt about that. Should we play this game that we played? This is based on, but it's not using, we're not interacting with Spotify, but it's based on the top 1,000 artists on Spotify. And we have to try and guess them, and it's a bit like Wordle. So I think we need to guess the same artist at the start every time. And I think I'm always going to just guess with Justin Bieber. Exactly, Lumpily. Okay. So we get 10 guesses, and we know that the artist is male.
Oh my gilly goodness.
Hello, Willow. Thank you for the sub. Thank you very much, Willow. We know the artist is male, and then Canada is close. So they're probably American. They're not solo. They're not pop. And they didn't debut in 2009. I think this means earlier. And they're not as popular. So should we go for a male group? A male American pop, a male American rock band? Nirvana, do you think they're in the top 1,000? I'd hope so. Good shit. Male American, 3 members, but they're not rock. Hanson are rock. Hanson are quintessential rock. Closer. So it's earlier than 2009, and it's closer. So maybe 90s. Oh no, it's earlier than this. So maybe 80s. Male 3, USA 80s, and not rock, and not as popular as Nirvana. Is ZZ Top not rock? Not rock, David. So it's between 1970 and 1989, and it's not rock. And there's 3 men. 3 men. I'll be completely honest with you, but it only happened for a split second in my mind, and I didn't ask it. But I'd like to reveal everything to you and be honest with you. That for a split second in my head, I was going to ask you how many people were in the Jackson 5. Beastie Boys. Beastie Boys could be good. Beastie Boys. Oof. It is hip hop. That's really good. It's hip hop. 3-member hip hop. Run DMC, is that 3? If they count. It's not tricky for us. I should have had a gamble on that. We did it in 6 guesses. Maybe we need a guess to start gambling on this. I've sent you some important evidence of your college nickname. Is it a picture of me having sex? That'd be weird. Fuck's sake. What are you doing? Funkle. You don't know how much fun we got when we realised we could take pictures of us jumping. There's so many pictures of us jumping when we were this age, which is 16, 17. This is my mum and this is my house. This is the house I grew up in mostly. This is my mum and dad's decor. Feels fairly 90s to early 2000s. I had to clean that coffee table many times, which involved lifting up that piece of glass. Very risky. No, it wasn't actually my nickname. Funkle has just made this graphic during the crossword. If anybody missed it, you had to work out what USB stood for, and I said Ultimate Sex Boy, and then I said it was my nickname at college. This was college era. Thank you so much, Funkle. That would be my mum's handbag there. Quite a good chance that if I was home alone, I probably went through that and took a £5 or a few quid. I definitely took like coins out of my mum's handbag on multiple occasions. That's quite bad, isn't it? Is it bad? Did everyone do that? Did anyone take money from their parents' purse or like handbag or wallet? Is that bad, Liz? The most I ever took was a £5, usually like a couple of quid. I probably did it like 5 times. Mary admits nothing. Okay, yeah. Yeah. I think everybody did it. Okay. Thanks, Funkle. I'm really happy with that. Hold on a second. This is supposed to be the top 1,000 artists, and they're 1,040. Should we do another one? It's getting fucking hot in here, by the way, everyone. We're going to do another one. And we're going to guess Michael Bublé. I mean, there's so many men in this. It's going to be an American man, more recent. Yeah, Lumpley, you're right. Maybe we don't play this that much anymore. Name me an American man. Vince Staples. Is he American? I think he's American. Yeah. So it's not hip hop or pop. Oh, Mac, that looks fun. I'm definitely going to click on that. In fact, do you know what? Fuck this. Let's just click on that now. We've done it. We've had our fun. Guess the word in 3 tries. After each guess, the colour of the tiles will change to show how close your guess was to the word. Do I just have to type Jeff Goldblum? Yellow. Okay. 90% of the time, the answer is Jeff Goldblum. Word not found? It has to be an actual word. That's a name. Thank you. Thank you for that. That's quite good, actually. Maybe that's my go-to game when I'm feeling a bit demotivated after my performance in the other games. A little boost, yeah. Yeah. Thank you. I needed that. You knew I needed it. Is there anything else to talk about or do? Oh, it's my sidekick. My sidekick. Dorkbert. Look at Funkle, everyone. Look at, we're in a travel lodge here. I think this is when we went to Alton Towers. Frank Grimes. What book is this? I bet that's the Profanosaurus. I bet that's the Profanosaurus. It's the only reason why a book would have been bought to a trip away to Alton Towers to stay in a travel lodge. Wearing his Funkle Falbert shirt. Oh, is it the Bible? Yeah, actually, Funkle used to bring his Bible everywhere. Funkle loves Jesus. Funkle belongs to Jesus. So many of the Arsenal players are religious, by the way. There's like a Bible contingent. There's like 6 players who apparently have a Bible club. And in so many of their interviews, they're like, oh, you know, how you feeling? You've won the title. You brought the championship back to the club after 22 years. How you feeling? And they're like, it's God's plan. And then I just cannot take it seriously from then. I just like, it's not. You are really good at football. You have put the effort in and done really well. Take some credit. It's got nothing to do with God. Anyway, that's Dorkbert. Exactly. Bloody God. Taking all the credit. What would be fantastic is if the journalist then opened up a laptop and there was just like a carousel of pictures of dead children. Sorry. But in like war zones, and then be like, is this God's plan? And then the interview just gets fucking cancelled and that journalist gets fired. Yeah, I'm sorry. I realised as I was saying that I should have picked something else. I'm really sorry. I should have picked something else. But I get really annoyed when people say something's God's plan and they're just talking about something good that's happened. It really took a turn. I'm really sorry. As soon as I said those 2 words together, I realised I'd messed up. But I had to see it through. This better go somewhere fast, Hereford wrote. Right, we're probably going to play Thrift Store. I'm getting really hot, so I'm just going to work out what I'm going to do. Yeah, a tragedy. Shouldn't have gone for the specifics. Exactly, Frosty. I do think about that quote quite a lot. I watched that interview. I watched an interview with Stephen Fry recently, a random YouTuber. It was called like 100 Questions with Stephen Fry. And he spoke really well on bipolar and then something else. But they were just...
Have a drink.
I should hydrate. It was really good explanation of what bipolar is. We've got somebody in our extended family who I think might have bipolar, and yeah, it's been interesting. Hello, Hassan. Have bipolar? Be bipolar. Is that a better way of saying it? Hello, everyone. I definitely feel like I need a little short break because of the things I've been saying. So let's see if there's a little short documentary. I'm going to try and cool this room down. Where's my documentary tab? Have I closed it? Diagnosed with. Thank you, Div. Well, they haven't been diagnosed yet. So would it be better to say, I think they may be a candidate to be diagnosed with? Perhaps. I'm still reeling from saying what I said. So what am I doing? YouTube. Oh, there it is. YouTube short documentaries. This is where I end up clicking on the Slaughterhouse documentary by mistake and show you things that you don't want to see. Okay, here we go. I'm not even going to be that long, but let's put a short one on. How about a short one about a nice shoemaker? Thank you, Belligerent and Ono. Sometimes you say outrageous things and you can't see the faces of the people, so you can't actually see how it's hit. So then I suddenly panicked that everyone's like, fucking hell. Oh my God. Why has he done this again? Okay, good. Shoemaker, you're fine. Okay. We will not reference this again after this short documentary.
I've been here since 1923. They call it Bay 50th. Or some call it Bensonhurst. The first job I had was when I come out of school. I was in the 4th grade, and my father would wait on the corner as I was coming home from school. So I knew right away what he wanted. He wanted me to go in the store and help him. So I went in the store and helped him, and I've been helping him all my life. And my friends used to come and call me to go to the beach, and my father would say, "Go home, he's got to work." I used to make shoes in school. Then I went to trade school, shoemaking. So after the war, my father says, "And when are you going to go back to work?" And that's what made me change my mind. I came back and I reopened up this shop here in 1949, whatever it was. And I'm still here. My name is Frank Catalfamo. I'm shoe repairer, a World War II veteran. I'm in this shop, I'd say about 50 years, maybe more. So I lived in the same area all my life. The neighborhood was very, very, very friendly. Everybody was friends with each other. There were 5 shoe repair shops within the radius of 3 blocks at that time. 5 shoe repair shops. Must have been maybe 6 grocery stores in the same area. And now there is nothing. Different world. We used to put a pair of heels on for ladies, and they would sit down in the, what do you call them, Mike?
boots?
Oh, yeah, shoe boots, yeah. Where you could sit in the boot and take off your shoe, and we'll fix it for you while you wait. We used to put a pair of soles and heels on. A man's shoe then would be $1.50. How come you don't make Michael talk? He's the reason why I'm here. If he didn't drop out of college, I would have been retired a long time ago.
What would you be doing home, Dad?
I'll be fine with your mother.
Oh, she's gonna love to hear that.
I'm just kidding anyway.
Oh, he got out of that one real good.
Just for the record, I'm kidding. Do I come in every day? 5 days a week.
And now you're 91?
Oh, wait a while. 90 and a half. Well, what do? I don't do like I used to do. I work, but I'm not the retiring person. I keep on going. You got to keep moving in life. So I think better days are going to come. That's all I could say. That's the end of my story.
As the moonlight through the vine, other arms reach out to me, other eyes smile tenderly, still in peaceful dreams.
Oh my God. Any good? Was that documentary any good? Did you learn anything? That is Oreo fudge. I've just bitten off the top bit that had most of the Oreo in it. We went to Eastbourne yesterday, me and Alex. It's like a little tradition during the holidays. We've been like 5 times. Eastbourne's only half an hour away on the train. And I first took her when she was 1. So much easier now. So much less carrying her around and changing her nappy. Get the train down there, have a little walk around the shopping centre, go for lunch, and then go to the beach. And yesterday we swam in the sea, but they had this stall on the seafront selling fudge. Massive blocks of fudge, and it was like, oh, £3.50 per 100 grams. Pick and mix fudge, £3.50 per 100 grams. And we were looking at the fudge, and somebody was like, oh, how many blocks of fudge is that, like roughly per 100 grams? And she went, the market stall market stall person said, oh, 1 to 2 bits of fudge for £3.50. But to be fair, they were like massive cubes. If you think about like the fudge that you get in a pick and mix at the cinema, I reckon it's like 4 of those. But still. So I got Hannah a Terry's chocolate orange fudge, and I got Oreo fudge, and it is so good. But I couldn't eat it last night because I can't eat anything sweet at night anymore, because then I can't sleep because I'm a pathetic human being. Yeah, Platty. Yeah, it's so easy now. It was great. It was really nice. Sea swim was really lovely. Like the temperature yesterday was nice because it was a little bit cloudier as well. And the sea was cold, but amazing. Also, I've got the ice bath back out. People might remember last year for a period of the summer, I've got like an ice bath thing that I fill up with cold water and try and get cold out, and I've got that back out, and it's so good. I forgot how incredible it feels afterwards, to just have your whole body temperature just really brought really like much lower. It just feels so good. I've never been to the gallery, Ono. What gallery is it? Just a gallery, and they have changing exhibitions. Just putting on a big exhibition of anti-fascist art. Nice. Trying to think if I'd take Alex to that yet. I don't know if I would. Probably not yet. Maybe when she's like early teenager or something. We're still at the stage with Alex whereby we watch a lot of TV on apps and like, Netflix or iPlayer or whatever. So those, we don't really watch any adverts. And then sometimes we exit the program we're watching and it goes to terrestrial TV and the news will be on and she covers her ears. Or it'd be like an advert for like a crime drama and there's people being shot and car crashes happening and she just can't, she just doesn't like seeing any of that. So I imagine like even an anti-fascist thing there might be language or themes that she would just be not quite ready for yet. And a little bit like earlier when we were talking about, I don't need to worry about trying to educate her in a lot of this stuff yet. Why not just let her enjoy being a naive child who doesn't know about a lot of this stuff? Even though the balance, you kind of want to make sure that they're not completely ignorant. Lots to think about. BT, that's great. Staring at the ceiling thinking about the news. They watch Newsround at school every day. But Newsround's good, right? Because it's not like the actual headlines. Yeah, that sounds good. Oh no. I still really want to go to a gallery with you. I'm sure we talked about maybe doing that. I should come up at some point and we'll go. Dream gallery visit, I personally think, for me, would be to go to a gallery with Ono and Willow. I would love that. Maybe we should do that one day if you'd have me. Maybe we could fucking super glue our hands to a painting, but like some random painting, and then people are like, why are you doing this? And I'd be like, well, for content for Twitch. And then you guys would be like, well, actually, yeah, we're doing it for this cause. Oh, David. Okay, no, I'd love that if David was there too. Is it, Kate? Nice. We should do that. No, we're not vandalising the art though, oh no. We're vandalising the frame or the glass. How about I pour tomato soup over my head, rip open a big bag of orange powder, and super glue my hands to my face just before we go in. If anyone wants to wait until October. God, I never go to any of these. What's it yourself? I don't go to exhibitions anymore. I don't really ever have much solo time, and then when I do, I spend it walking around football stadiums. I have been to an exhibition with Willow before. We went to the Natural History Museum to see the David Attenborough thing in the big room with projectors, and it was really great. I think it was really hot that day as well, Willow. Right. We're done. A virtual visit would be cool. What, like on stream? Right, let's close that. Let's close that. Let's leave that open. Jeff Goldblum thing, we'll leave that open. Close that. Close that. Close that. Not talking loads about Cut Burger at the minute, but obviously exclamation mark Cut Burger if you want to inquire about receiving a grant, or if you would like to support Cut Burger. We're not doing a big old push at this second, but it doesn't mean we don't need and want money added to the fund, if at all possible. Llama is obviously still fundraising for the second surgery. 6 weeks since the first surgery now, everyone, for Llama. 6 weeks. Had physio yesterday, I believe, and everything is progressing well. Still in a fair bit of pain, because it's a big old surgery to be having. Sorry if I'm doxing anybody there. I think the recovery is going to plan, yeah. There's bumps in the road, but it's going to plan. Hopefully you'll see more of Llama. I think Llama is often lurking, but is often in a lot of pain or drugged up to recover or to cope with the pain. So, yeah, and there's 2 new payouts going out today because it's the end of the month. 2 payouts of £500 each going to Llama and to Heather's GoFundMe's today. Yeah, that's really good. In fact, yeah, no, that is really good. I think we're going to play that game now. I can probably play for like an hour and a half. How have I been going for 2 hours? What the fuck have I been doing? Right, we're running a thrift shop, everyone. There's an update. Have people got their songs for tonight? Who's actually going to be at TPI Friday tonight? I'm excited because I was away last weekend and sort of pleased that it didn't exist, but I'm about tonight. Hello, Robin. 2007. I kind of want to Google best songs of 2007, but what I like to do is look at my personal playlists and then pick from there, rather than, because if the song's not on my own playlist already, then surely I don't love it enough. And then I like discovering other songs I've forgotten about on the night. So I don't like really doing a Google of what the big songs were. I like to be surprised and reminded and then pick my own songs. Oh, I text Pip. Let me see what Pip replied. True. Part of me feels like talking about the song I was going to pick, but I also think it's all just meant to be good fun, and what I wouldn't want is for any of it to bleed through to tonight, so I'm just going to leave it. But it is all just good fun, and it's going to be great tonight, but I'm still not 100% sure what I'm going to pick. As I said earlier, there are great Editor songs, there are great Arcade Fire songs, even though Arcade Fire, I do feel differently now after the behaviour of their lead singer. And then a great Maximo Park album, but none of their best albums. I don't think I really want to pick any of those songs. I also don't like just picking a song for the hell of it, just so I could submit. I'd rather people who were passionate about their songs got in. Like, I don't always have to pick a song. Do you remember when I fucked up the other week and I put the same song in both battles? That was shit and embarrassing. I'd won the first battle and then put the same song in the next one. Yeah, exactly, Mary. Papa Roach, I was so annoyed as well, Lumpy. Papa Roach, I think, would have gone like. I think I'm quite good at picking songs that I think are gonna go well with the crowd and are gonna get through. I feel like Papa Roach would have gone really far. Although I think I worked it out. I was saying to Pip when I looked at the brackets, I think I actually would have got knocked out by Pip quite early on, because Pip's song that either won it or got to the final would have knocked out Papa Roach, I think. Hello, Taff. If I put one in, you know I mean it. That is a good motto. I think you're good, belligerent. You might struggle to get through sometimes, but as we've said many times, one of the great joys is like discovering other stuff. What I've quite enjoyed is regularly somebody will pick a song from an artist I like, and I can think of a song that I really but I'm like, I don't even know this song by the artist, and then I'm like, oh shit, and it opens me up to other stuff. It's great. It's a great time. People know my feelings. I probably wax lyrical too much about TPO Fridays. But yeah. The second Angels and Airwaves album came out in 2007, everyone. I'm sure that's a big deal for everybody. There's a couple of good Fall Out Boy songs. I'm not going to pick Fall Out Boy, don't worry. Anyway, is now the time to be picking my song? Probably not. Let's play this game. Thrifty Business. Really good. Oh, yes. So this has got Twitch integration, everybody. You can send me boxes of stuff. You can become a customer and come into the shop, and you can also drop trash on the floor. And also a Biffy Clyro album came out that year, which has got some great songs on, but isn't their best album. A Interpol album, an Against Me album, Foo Fighters album. Again, none of their best work. Maybe I'll do that. Anyway, let's focus on the game. It's just straight after this I have to go to football training, and then when I get back I'll be eating dinner, and then I'm not going to have much time to pick my song. My shop is called Addendums. Perfect, VT. Oh, Willow, yes. Hello, Pez. Beth. This is my shop. Let me know if the music is too loud. It feels quite loud in my ears. In fact, it is too loud for me. I'm just going to turn this down. Fish sent me boxes and boxes of his old trousers. Last year. And then we played this game last week and he recreated it in the game. So this is my shop and this is me. All of these items here have been donated. It's all a bit messy. There's trash I can clear up. We've got a downstairs bit at the minute. I can expand into different rooms. We had a party. Oh, we didn't have... Oh, yeah, we're having a launch party and we stopped just before we did it. We did lose a little bit of progress, didn't we? I think that's okay, though. Yeah, if you do exclamation mark trash, then you put trash in. Tarantula Lansbury there was a bit of trash. These are people who have offered boxes, but I'm not going to read any of those at the minute because we're going to wait for you lot to do it. I've got some random stuff here which I can put out now. Didn't I have these all lined up here? It's really satisfying putting these out, like the alignment. It's a bit like unpacking. If anybody watched my streams really early, I played a game called Unpacking. You might have seen it anyway. These were like kids things down here. What's this? Cutting mat. Oh, that's quite big. Put that there. Hello, welcome to the AMA. Thank you very much for your question. Oh, I just grabbed my bit of fudge in front of me like it was a pen. I forgot I had fudge. Thanks for your question, you're licking passwords. The question is, please can you expand on the fish trousers information? No, he's never sent me trousers in real life. In this game, you can choose what type of thing you want to send me. It will become evident in a minute. And Fish relentlessly sent me boxes of trousers. And that's it. And look, they're all down here. Hello, Sky. Sky, I came into your stream the other day. I didn't say hello, so a bit rude, but I lurked for a little bit and I kept on thinking. I'm really happy that we discovered High with Sky and that I need to raid you again at some point. Yeah, all of these trousers are most likely from Fish. Oh, who's the banana? Belligerent. It's not real. It's not actually a true story. Anyway, let's play. So we can remember where we're at. Why isn't it letting me play? This is me. Oh, here you go. I'm going to open the shop. Oh, we're doing our event. Look at this event. This could be you. Some of these people might be you, actually. Although I don't recognise any of them. Look at you lot remembering the controls. I don't know if that will work yet. Anyway. Oh, wow. This is a lot of people. I know. I told you. Now go ahead and welcome them. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for coming to our opening event. I'm so glad this shop is finally open again. I love shopping here. This really is coming together nicely. Right. And with that, it's time for me to say goodbye. Good luck, Ad. I'm sure this place is in good hands now. I have to catch my ferry soon. Toodaloo. Chirp. Goodbye, Ingrid. All the best to you. Thank you, Ingrid. I promise I'll do my best to keep your legacy. Now have a coffee and a snack, everyone. I hope to see you all soon when you drop off your used items, and just let me know if you're searching for anything in particular. So this is the previous owner. Hello, Moves. Oh, yeah. This is the previous owner, Ingrid, and now I run the shop. We've unlocked all these things. So are any of these our friends? Hold on, what's going on? So have I just been given a load of items? Oh, decorative items. I don't really care for decorating. Well, what's the point? He says, purchasing a decorative item. Should we put that in the main space? Oh, what is happening here? Some drinks. Right, let's just play and see what happens. So these customers now, because it's an event, none of them are you lot. But these customers are all going to be picking stuff up to buy, and then they'll come and buy it. Yeah, sorry, I'd love it to be you lot that come. It's a massive place. Here we go. Okay, they bought a book. It's not as fun when it's not you lot. Oh, she bought the bong. That's why she's got shades on. Hide the red eye. We've got a lift. Trash on the floor. I want you lot to visit, and I want you lot to donate boxes. We're looking for a dog bed and a microwave for 2 people, I've just remembered. Let's just fast forward. Oh, shop's closing. Who's buying what? Dress. Shoes. Oh, loads of stuff, including some of Fish's trousers. Oh, I love that top. This clown guy bought the cutting board. Worrying. Aren't the outfits and the colours so good in this? Alright, that wasn't a good example of a day because you didn't get all the Twitch integration. Now... How do you not donate boxes again? Exclamation mark box. But you can also choose it, can't you? Look. Well, oh, we can only do 5. Let's see if they're there. None of your boxes are there. Do you reckon Twitch integration isn't actually on? Maybe I have to set it up each time. Not connected. Yeah, that would have helped. Let's eat the fudge. That'll do it. God, I love fudge. Don't do this to me. Authentication successful. Connected! Well, good job you don't have any fudge then, isn't it, Lumpily? This is my fudge. And I wanted it now. Okay. Still no boxes from you lot. Should we quit? No, because I might lose my... Actually, no, let's quit. Yeah, because it just saved. Let's quit and we'll come back in. I don't know if that was a good idea or not, really. Sorry, Lumpily. So sorry. Settings, Twitch settings. Authenticate. Connecting. You might be right. Continue. Might be right, Lumpily. Complete your first sticker card. I don't really understand any of this stuff, but that's fine. Boxes. None from you lot yet. I thought they would all come in here. Okay, well, let's buy some boxes anyway. I mean, they've got a dog bed, which I know somebody really wants. So I'm going to buy that box. There we go. Oh, no. Thanks for taking these things. No problem. Everyone loves dogs, right? They'll be easy enough to sell. Good to hear. My dog is a mutt. She's grown a bit bigger than I thought, so the bed is too small. Did you get from the shelter? Nah, she's a rescue from Greece. We've been through this before. It made me think of Les Dennis. Oh yeah, maybe we did this and then we lost the progress, didn't we? But let's exit and go to this person who really wants a dog bed. How do we hook the person up who wanted the dog bed? Maybe they'll come in? Yeah, exactly, Taff. Okay, so look. Then we got our box here. Now what's all this? I don't really want any of this stuff anymore. Okay, that room I haven't actually paid to open. I bought that, didn't I? Maybe we always have drinks on offer when people come in. That's nice. Right. Dog bed. Dog rope toy. This is like camping and outdoors stuff. Oh, it's actually a shambles, isn't it, this stuff at the minute? Let's get the shoes down here. Walkman can go over here. We need like an electronics section. This is like witchy type stuff. That's just a lamp. But then these are wands, aren't they? So maybe the wands go over here. No. Maybe this goes over here. This is too big a shelf to have it as all the witchy, magical stuff. Candlesticks feel witchy and magical. Kinda. These are just balls of wool. Dog bed has to go there. Okay, what else? Dog ball. What's that? Racquetball can go over on the kids' table, and the dog ball can go down with the dog stuff. Is this more dog stuff? Chicken Chewy? Look at that. Plates. This feels like a good plate shelf. Velcro tennis game. That's a kid's thing. Don't be shocked to my shelves. Willow's right. Okay, but let's put electronics up here. Oh, where do we put electronics? Maybe... What's all this shit? This is kids stuff. And then this is electronics. That's just a watch. Which we'll put here. What's this? This is a dog thing, isn't it? Shit. Okay, electronics. Is a toaster electronic? Yeah. Uses electricity. Tarot deck. Yeah, that can stay there. This is outdoor stuff and clocks and lamps. Maybe this is house stuff up here. Maybe this one's like house. I also got some shelves, didn't I? Some other shelves. So we've lost those as well. This is dogs and outdoors and a watch. But this is timekeeping now. Yeah, Sky. Yeah, we did it. You will be able to do some of that stuff. I think if you do ! trash now, I think it might work. Oh, I didn't see whose name that was, but somebody put that trash there. Let's buy some more boxes from people. Cooking, bags and dresses, kitchen, alternative, pets, outdoors and jackets. Witchy and dresses. More pet stuff. Kitchen, bag and dress. Oh, I reckon we get... Yeah, let's buy that. Oh, that's free as well. Don't really want cooking stuff. Alternative and pet stuff, we'll buy that one as well. Okay. But really, I want to be getting boxes from you lot. That's more fun. But we'll get there. Okay. Nice top. Let's bring this box down here. Of course, that happened. Pet bowl. Okay, now we're gonna... no, pet bowl there. Boots. Are you telling me boots can't go on here? Right, we've got to buy furniture now. Got to get a little table for downstairs. This. I've got loads of money. I really like this game. I feel like I could just play this endlessly. Where's my table? The table's bigger than I thought. It's okay. Oh, who put that banana there? Lumpily. Pezabeth. Okay, where are my boots? Oh, it's because I'm in this mode. Boots. There we go. Backpack. Feels like backpack should go with the camping gear, so that's what I'm going to do. Oh, well, it's good that you've been sleeping in. But no worries, Sky. I only really stream on a Friday now. I'd like to stream more, but I can't. Just can't. Now I feel like this should be a whole pet shelf. I need dedicated shelves for everything. Okay, right. Change your plan. Sleeping bag. Screwdriver. Lamp. This is now Pet Central. So up here we have bowls. Up here we have toys. And then the bed. Dog Chewy. Look at that great dog Chewy. Look at this. That looks rude now. But you will love that. Who's David? David. Dog rope toy. Jorts! Imagine if John Cena comes. Jorts can go with the skirts. Donut Chewy. Another dog Chewy. They're so cute. And a Tin Maiden t-shirt. I haven't got many t-shirts. I could do some more clothes. I really need a box full of trousers. Anyway. Basic fanny pack. You're a basic fanny pack. Right, let's move this back. This box down here. A dress. A clutch bag. Puff sleeve wedding dress. A fringe dress. A boho dress. What a great selection of dresses. A flowy dress. Is that enough stuff or do I keep spending? I was Sky. Don't drop your juice carton on the floor like that. Right, I'll tell you, I really want to buy more stuff, but I don't want to do it unless it's from you lot. So, unless it's added your boxes, I think we're just going to play the day. Hopefully you guys will be able to visit now. Exclamation mark visit. I really hope it works. Yes, there's Lumpily, there's Mary, there's David, there's SCF, there's Willow. Only 20 of you can visit each day, I think. Oh my god, oh my god. And also, you'll have the same character every time, by the way. I think. Fish, you were always in that dress. Willow looks cool. Oh, I didn't know you could zoom in. Look at this. Fish is going to buy his own trousers back. Robin just got a pair of Fish's trousers. Top Dog's got a top there. Oh, Willow's thinking about buying some. Willow, I love your cardigan. See, this is so much better with the integration. Robin, you coming to buy something? No, Mary? Mary's up first. Let's see what Mary's bought. Mary just bought whatever 3 things came up to £69. Bought an amazing shell suit jacket. Whatever. As long as it costs 69, I don't care. It's very annoying the way it... Why does it do this? When you're ready to buy, it flips your name. But this is lumpily. Football, dog bowl, backpack. You're going to sit at home trying to kick the football into the dog bowl and the backpack. That's what I'd be doing too. Pezabeth. Slinky and a like a... Was that the clutch bag or something else? I don't know who this is. ELIS. Which one of you's this? I'm terrible at reading backwards. Who is this? Ellis! ELIS, of course! Ellis! Robin, sorry. Here you go, Robin. I could see you in this outfit. Robin's bought Fish's trousers, a wand, and a Velcro ball set. Top dog. Nice dress, nice tank top. Hi with Sky. Look at Sky. What have you bought, Sky? T-shirt, yellow boots, Walkman. I can't remember what those things at the end were. Kirsten, is this Kirsten? Sleeping bag, wand, shorts, dress. This is no one. Or is it Pete? No. This is no one. Crystal ball. Pete. Dog bowl. Sound system thing and a wand. All the wands are gone now. Who's this? J. P. No, J. JPEG. I'm so bad at reading backwards. Let's rub it. Oh no, .jpeg has bought the jorts! Just the jorts! Oh no, next time we do Baldy Brunch Club, you need to turn up in jorts. Horrible David has bought the Magic 8 Ball and some Bermuda shorts. That is classic David shopping. Oh, David, I'd love you to go out tomorrow and to your local shopping mall and buy...
My gilly goodness.
Thank you, Sky. Thank you very much. A Magic 8 Ball and some Bermuda shorts. Thank you, Sky. Les Dennis. A dress, some leggings, and a bat and ball. And then this person is no friend of ours. The dog bed, of course. So thankful you found me this dog bed. I picked up my puppy yesterday and he is the cutest little thing ever. This also has like a Dave the Diver vibe, doesn't it? I love him, but he's also a bit of a nightmare. Like the style, the music, the conversations. I love puppies, but it's very sweet. So yes, little dogs are just... I love puppies. Thank you, Sky. That's very nice. My God, yes. It's the first time I have a dog, so I want to do everything right. Aww. You will for sure. At least a little one will have an amazing sleep now in his new bed. Now, here you go. Now all the info's there. You can do exclamation mark box, but don't do it yet because you can also add a category. Yeah, look, it's happening. So Mary's done an exclamation mark box grey, which means I'll get a box full of grey things. Now we can only get 5 boxes, so it'll be the first 5 of you for today. And here are all the different categories. 20 of you can visit, and then 20 of you can put down trash. So now I should have boxes from you lot. Yes, look. Emily, oh no, Lumpily, Kirsten, Mary. And there's also somebody called Willow and somebody called David, but it's not the Willow and the David. Oh, fish. So David's offering me some pretty cool toys. Archie's still there with the cooking. Ash is there with the dresses. Vera's offering headwear. And then this Willow's offering household. This Yasmin's offering... I think I only buy boxes from you lot. Emily's got pink stuff. We're buying that. Ono has got... messy, I don't know, random items. We're buying it. Lumpley's gone for a queer. Oh, this is Messenger. A queer box. Look at that. We're buying it. Kirsten has gone for a pink box. We're buying it. Mary's gone for a grey box. We're buying it. Look at all the litter. There's trash everywhere. Oh no. I was Sky. You just did more, Sky. Harry. John the Human. Emily. John the Human again. Sky having crisps in the corner. What's this? I haven't even been. I can't even go in here. Mary's just eating loads of crisps. Mary and David sneaking into my closed back room to eat crisps. Emily. VT dropping juice. I love the idea of customers coming, oh, what's through here? Oh, no, don't go through there. And it's just you two in the dark eating crisps. Who's this banana? It's David. I could buy another room, but I think we're okay. Right, I think we're okay. But might be. There's so many options. You could just have the first room as like really decorative, like a chill out area to hang out. I think I might move that table around. Like here. And I think I was going to buy one of these. I now have. Let's get that. And put it here like we were going to. Because I like the idea. Oops. Having stuff like that on there. Nice. And then we'll put that on there too. Okay, I'm looking pretty empty. I don't really want any witchy stuff anymore. Right, let's see. Looks lovely, doesn't it? Thank you so much.
Really goodness.
Oh, that's good stuff, actually, Wasps. You didn't get to see my full reaction because I'm behind, but that made me feel happy. 49 months. Wow. That's the longest you can do. Oh, Zoe, sorry. Because I was enjoying the fact that people had 46 badges, but I thought we'd only just got to 46. 50 months. Thank you, Wasps. Okay, so we're playing this cool game, and now we're going to open the boxes that you lot have sent me. Emily, see Emily Play has sent some square sunglasses. Let's put those down here. In fact, is it all going to be clothes? I can't remember. Or was it all pink? A pink drill. Put that there. A pink teddy. We could just have like themed, like coloured tables. I've put a lot of the kids' stuff here. In fact, that's electronics, isn't it? So let's put that on the electronics table. These are like little toys. Spread things out a bit. No, don't spread things out a bit. The bell is on. Bow tie. That's a little accessory that can go down here. Checkered skirt. I really need clothes. I really could have done with fish being a bit quicker and getting me that box of trousers. Right, who's next? Thank you, Emily, for your box. Bulbous vase. Another laptop. Another fucking crystal. Too late, Emily. You put it in the box. Was that your to keep box? Have you bought the wrong box? Bonnie Kevin. Look at this Bonnie Kevin doll. I'd like to actually just keep Bonnie Kevin. Small glass. That is so shit and boring. Put that over on the household one. Handmade cup. Ugh. Who sent me that one, by the way? I didn't check whose box that was, sorry. You sent me a small glass. Kirsten. Surely Kirsten sent me better stuff. Jean shorts. Why aren't those called jorts? Actually, let's face it. If this is all trousers... No. You have trousers, then you have the shorts, then you have the skirts. Oops. Mobile phone. That's electronics. Look at this bomber jacket. I love the clothes in this. Industrial lamp. Household. Sailor Soon lunchbox. Kids? Watch. Is anyone... Nobody's buying watches. Thank you, Kirsten. Lumpily, let's see what you got me. A basic fanny pack. This is my 25th box. Oh yeah, this was the queer one, wasn't it? Look at that jumper. That is a great jumper. I think there's many people who wouldn't like that jumper. Even if you didn't wear it out and you just wear it around the house. Brilliant, isn't it? And look at a pride tank top. A wand. A Dolly Parton t-shirt. What am I doing? I'm going to do t-shirts here, actually. Checkered bandana. What an incredible look you could create. Massive printer. I need to sort myself out. Where do I put stuff? I'm just going to put that on the dog. I can't just have a dog shelf. Joystick. Robot. Vintage robot. Go here. Another cassette recorder. Another laptop. I haven't got room. I'll put it here. Digital clock. Spinny? What's a spinny? Okay. Will there be a follow-up to We're England? I haven't talked about it whilst... I have thought about that. Like when Badil and Skinner brought out the France 98 version of Three Lions. It's tempting. I could probably change the graphics. I could probably change the lyrics enough because there's obviously lyrics that nod to the human rights issues with the Qatar World Cup. I could probably just change it to like Trump, America related stuff. I do think We're England is a banger. And I know I'm saying that about a song I made. It could be quite fun. Could do a collab with Zaff Cakes. I don't know, we've never interacted. Exactly, Wasps. Yeah, I'm tempted to do that, but I also wanted to do a song for the Big Friendly Song Contest. I also have been meaning to make a song with Funkle Albert, and I just haven't done any of these things. Could I know? Yeah, another version of We're England. I'll always have it in my back pocket. There'll always be World Cups. But that means I made that first one 8 years ago. The previous 2 World Cups ago. I didn't watch any of the last World Cup because I boycotted it because it was in Qatar, and now this one is probably equally worthy of being boycotted. I probably will watch this one, everyone, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm actually going to buy more boxes. Household. Witchy and crafting. Headwear. Dresses. I might stock up on more dresses. That's a free one. I should always claim the free one. Okay, there we go. Let's just get the box of dresses. Look at that box. If they're all dresses, I should just bring them down here. Too late, I'm afraid. Yeah, you've got to do it tomorrow. Great dresses. Alright, no more please, because I can't fit them on. I think I only have one rack of dresses at a time, I've decided. Wow. Maybe I changed my decision. I didn't realise there'd be this many dresses. Okay, change of plan. Second dress rack. I like the location for dresses. I think I might be. Let's open the shop. Come and visit, come and visit. Come and buy my dresses, everyone. Exclamation mark visit. Emily's in. Lumpley's in. Emily's so happy to be in. Kirsten, everyone's heading down to the dresses or Fish's trousers. Mary Biscuits is in. Pete, David, Sky. They really should make those light blue names more readable. Ono's in. Ono's getting the lift. Oh no, celebrating by some trash. BT's in. Sparkle Muffin's in. Hassan's in. Hassan, I love your look. Luna's in. Let's enjoy these people looking at things. Okay, see Emily play. First up, see Emily play is buying a bow tie. Was it the bow tie or was that a dog toy? I think that was a dog toy, actually. Lumpily. Dress, t-shirt, trousers, mobile phone. Pete. Clock! Yes, you bought the big clock. Thank you, Pete. Hi with Sky. Oh, nice pair of boots. It's a good lift. David. Laptop. Bum bag. Oh, David does the best shopping. Magic 8 Ball before, and the Bermuda shorts, and now a laptop and a bum bag. A bum bag to go with that. To go with those shorts. Walking around with your Magic 8 Ball and your laptop under your arm. Hassan, what are you buying? The toaster! Is this none of you? Dress. Loads of stuff. Mary Biscuits. Whatever that thing was. A dress. The lamp. Oh no, .jpeg. Screwdriver, dog toy, and vase. VT. Boom box and a crystal. Of course, that just sometimes it just fits. The cassette recorder and some sort of crystal. Luna. The Pride top, some Vans and a donut toy. Luna, perfect for you as well. Finally. Base and brace. Skirt, Pride top, and a fucking gas lamp. 5 of you, if you want to buy me a box, you can buy me a box now. You need to be ready, exclamation mark box, and then you can choose a category if you want. There's categories we've never had before. Only 5. I'm afraid I can't do any more than that, but at least 20 of you can come and visit tomorrow if you want to. There we go. That's probably the 5. Thank you. What's all this fucking litter? Now, at some point, Marion Sky just giggling, drinking apple juice in my little stock room. Should we unlock this? What's going on? How do I unlock this room? It's like it's unlocked already. We try and put furniture in there. Don't really understand the flooring. Ah, maybe it's just for events. That does make sense. Let's buy one of them. And we'll see. I can't put that in there. I feel like I want to sort out. And do you know what? I'm buying an extra room. Oh no. Okay, how are we doing this? Maybe this is for clothes. Why can't that go in the corner there? Oh, because it's a doorway. Okay. Okay, we're learning. So, we're learning. That's nice. That's nice. I don't like the window placement here, but that's fine. That's nice so far. And then we can also have a rack there and a rack there. Or maybe we do one like that. We do one like that. And then in fact we get another rack, because this is where all the racks are at. Racks, 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 racks. Rails, 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 rails. This is where we hang out and hang all our clothes. This is the hanging area, okay? And then through here is going to be other types of clothes and wearables on tables. I think we already had one of those. Let's just get 2 of those for now. Like a table there and a table. Oh, we bought one of them. Okay. How shall I align these tables? Maybe like that. Maybe I want this up here. Don't know yet. Leave me alone. And then decoration. Maybe I do want something to decorate with. Weird, just weird things though. It is. It is weird layout, but it is a good chill Friday afternoon game, there's no doubt. Do I get another one of these? But here. It annoys me so much that I can't. It doesn't make any sense to have that like that. I could do that there. And then we put these like this. There's part of me that really hates this, but everything's fine, isn't it? They can get to it, yeah, because they've gone in this space here before. I bought one of these. I'm not even sure what's going on up here, but I'm tempted to make the upstairs a bit more like chill out vibes. Why would you have that in a shop? Why would you have chill out vibes? What furniture can we get again? A couple of benches. Or like a nice chair. We'll see if anybody decides to sit down. Like these kind of things. In fact, maybe we have one of these down here because people are going to be trying on clothes. Or they might want to try on shoes. Well, actually, a shoe table there would be good. Oh dear. Right. Is there such a thing as a shoe table? Is there a narrow table? How big's that? 3x5, 3x7, 2x2, 3x5. I'm buying one of them. I've got to spend wild. I feel like that would be good with shoes on now. And then this is like a little bench. which we're just going to have here. I didn't need to buy that. Maybe we have it here. Maybe we have the bench. I don't know where to put the bench. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We'll have the bench by the door. We're reconsidering everything. Maybe we just block off the till. Why can't I turn it another way so that everything's not backwards? Well, this is going to have to be for shoes because you can't put shoes on the bench. Do I like that? Not really. Quite like that. Why can I not turn it? It's ridiculous you can't turn that any other way. I can have it in 2 positions. I'm losing track of time again. I don't want this anymore. I just want the vibes upstairs to be pretty chilled and not too crowded with stuff. And obviously there needs to be some symmetry because I'm in charge. Maybe we have drinks downstairs because that's a way of getting people to go downstairs. Instantly changed my mind. Drinks by the bench. Put a seat near the shoes so you can sit down to try them on. So right. But what about my little bench area for having refreshments? We're just going to have to buy another seat. This one. We're just going to have to buy another seat. There! Bit narrow there now. We're fine with it. Okay, that's the new setup, everyone. That's the new setup. I'm not sure about. Maybe we just close these in. People can reach over to that. Oh, it literally says customers can't reach. People can reach over to that. No, they can't actually. Okay, new plan. Fine. We're doing it like that. Okay. How'd you get to the bottom shelf of that? Doesn't matter. Okay. Now we need to think about placement as well. Like, if you come into a shop, a thrift shop, are you going to be happy if you immediately see a load of old electronics? I think what we need upstairs is like objet d'art, curiosities, stuff that's going to draw people in, interesting stuff, and then it's like, oh, everything else downstairs. I don't think you want electronics. I think we swap that out for that. And then I think we can put accessories and shoes over here. What about all the toys? I think the toys we can probably keep upstairs. I wish I could rotate the whole thing so all the toys were facing the right way. There we go. Now I can reach that better. Back room for nerdy stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe here. I haven't got enough money yet. Is that... Sky eating crisps again. Let's have the computer stuff there. And now I'm not moving furniture around. And now we're just going to move stuff around. So... How do I do that? Like this. Okay, here we go. Just fuck off. Everything fuck off for a sec. What is a spinny? Doesn't make any sense. Just trust, like, this will all come together in a way that'll feel good for all of us. You've just got to let me get there. I want things to, like, slot in nicely. There. I don't want to sell the spinny ever. I don't like the product. Modeling clay, that's what that is. That feels good, doesn't it? Okay. Does. Ours is quite boring, but I'm happy to keep those things on there like that for now. Massive printer is not going up here. Where is it going? Let's see if we can fit it on here. Console. VHS player, laptop. Move them for a sec. Can I get the printer on here? Yes. Okay. Bear with. Yes! Yes! Sentimental spinny, not for sale. Does anyone know what a spinny is? I've only got half an hour left. I just want to play this game forever. We have dresses in the corner here. Actually, these two. We need symmetry. Have I got an odd number of dresses? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfection. Or 45 minutes. Very good point. We might go until 5 or 10 past. Quarter past would be pushing it. I do feel like I need something else for shoes. I kind of want accessories over here. Maybe I've got too many racks for clothes, if I'm completely honest with myself. I think we might. I think we might. I think we need to buy another box. A table. One of these. I'm being completely honest with myself. That's what we need to do. Doozies. No. Thought I was up for that, but I'm not. Oh, what about the bench there? No. Or do we like the bench there? I think we like the bench there, don't we? Okay. No, Mary Biscuits with your banana. Okay. Witchy stuff. That is a. I'd say that's. It works for the curiosity side of things to have the witchy stuff upstairs. Not sure about the pet stuff, but maybe we do just keep these on the shelf. Pet stuff we'll decide in a bit. Right, we're kind of ready. What's this? Oh, it's random stuff, isn't it? Industrial lamp. I quite like the lamp upstairs. I'm not selling mugs. I'm not selling mugs. We're not selling mugs and glasses. Can you just delete stuff? Yes. Yeah. Handmade. Couldn't give a shit. Keep the laptop. Hello, Shunts. How's it going? Oh, Sky. I guess a drill is... Do I want a screwdriver? No. I'm literally chucking stuff away. Oh, sorry, oh no. Watches are quite good because they can be with the accessories, which actually we're having over here. We're having accessories over here. Annoys me that I can't turn that round the other way. It's fine. It's fine. There we go. Thank you. This bit of trash here from Cherry Burns. You're trash, Cherry. You're trash, Zoe. You're trash, John the Human. Okay. Am I the kind of shop that sells wool? I don't want to be. Maybe we have a... It's just random stuff upstairs, isn't it? Maybe we have some wool. What about a drill? Where does the drill go? Right. Okay, I'm in the market for some boxes now. Let's see what you lot have got for me. Pete, footwear. I need footwear. Yes. Sky, Y2K stuff. Tamagotchis. And Polly Pockets. Fish, these don't look like trousers or brown, more like brown trousers, but we're buying it. Lumpley sent me jackets. Mary Biscuits has sent me random stuff. And is there anything else I want? Don't want toys. Don't really want cooking stuff. Media and ceramic. I like the look of those things. I'm buying it. Oh, it's free. Ceramic and kitchen. Skirts. I love clothes. Okay, that's what we're doing. Yes, Lumpley. Okay. Pete, you got me shoes, did you? Yes, you did. Hopefully not too many. I'm worried already. Although, these shoes can go here, though. It's only the boots I needed the box for. Yes. Let's put the Vans together. Fuck, I love this. Thanks, Pete. That was actually fantastic. Right, whose is this? Who got me all the coats? I didn't click on the name then. Sorry. Let's put jackets here. Is it Lumpley that got me the jackets? Yeah. Look, now when I hover over it, it shows your name. Lovely jackets. Thank you, Lumpley. Sky, Y2K. A Lamagotcha. Now, should that go with the kids or should that go with like the tech? I haven't got much room. I don't think we want kids. If this is actually from Y2K, I think that's going to be an expensive item. Mind you, Polly Pocket is a toy. Tamagotchis are staying downstairs. Bomber jacket. Watch, thank you. We've got accessories over here. A tube scarf? Wow. Okay. Thank you. Fish. Are there going to be any brown trousers in here? A mini plant. The fuck is a mini plant? Well, I mean, it's quite obvious what it is. You just sent me plants. I'm happy to have a little plant bit here, though. Look. Toy ship. Fish's trouser selection is really gone off the boil. Toolbox. That's okay, because I've got a drill. Ripped jeans. There we go. Handsaw. I've got an area for that kind of category, so I'm okay with this. Derby shoes. Thanks, fish. Mary biscuits. Drinky bird. I've organised all this really nicely, though, so... It's fine. It still looks nice. It still looks nice. A Ouija board? Mary. That's great, actually. Let's have that here. Maybe we put the crystals around it. And the wand. Like it. Lunch cup. We don't sell cups or glasses. We bin those. Polar bear sweater. That's more like it. These are all jackets and coats. Yeah. Square lunchbox. That's a kid item, isn't it? Dog chewy. Look, it's annoying. I want them to face out. Of course I wouldn't have them with their arseholes facing out. I probably would, actually. That's some more thought. Okay. Ladriel has given me a box of skirt. Where do I put skirts? Look at these different lengths. Look at the different lengths of leg coverings I offer. It's so good. It's all close, is it? I want to do at least one open day with the new shop layout before I have to turn this off. We're sorting by length. What a fantastic selection of skirts. Can't fit any more in, so we'll store that skirt for now. I mean, I could easily... There's loads of space for extra skirts, but not in my system. And then finally, a box from Abigail. Battered old box. Scarface VHS. Shall I put that on the kids' table for a laugh? I think we do. Cassette recorder. Look at that slot in. Game Bob. Large porcelain plates. I don't really want to sell crockery, but it feels like we can, so we should. Narrow neck vase. You're a narrow neck vase. Pear-shaped vase. It's good, Mac. It's good, isn't it? Okay, ready, everybody? We're doing our final day. Please come visit. Sorry, let me just read this message in our football training group. Okay. Ono's in. 20 of you can come visit. VT. Straight downstairs to the new look shop. Willow's in. Mary's in. Mary's really happy to be in. Ono's gone straight for the toolbox. Oh no, dropped some litter and celebrated. Zoe, Luna, Mac, Cherry, Shunts. Look at this game. I love this game. Top Dog's in. Who's going to be the first to make a purchase? Somebody's bought the pink drill. Cherry. It's Cherry Burns. What's Cherry bought? The dog toy with the asshole poking out. Backwards. And the Rubik's Cube and something else. Mary Biscuits. Plant. Just £2. Is that what you're spending with us today, Mary? BT Experiments. A dinosaur dress. Ono.jpg. The pink drill and a Tamagotchi and a jumper and some shoes. Stranger, don't care what you bought. Don't care what you bought either, stranger. Nice boots though. Pete. Nice boots, nice dress, nice Tamagotchi, nice robot. Mac. Nice dress, nice dress. Nice lightsaber and nice vase. Yeah, another Luna. A plant, a vase, some plates, a skirt. Boring. Ouija board. And the wow, you spent loads of money here. Thank you, stranger. Willow. Tell me you spent more than Mary Biscuits. A saw and some shorts and a dress and a jacket. I was worried then when you bought the saw. I wondered what kind of thing you had planned. And then you're just going to do some sawing and some nice clothes. Little shunts. Wool, a bong, a crystal, and a Polly Pocket. Lumpily. Lamp. And an old games console. Robin. Trousers. Jacket. Oh, nice outfit. Hi Sky, our last Twitch member. Dough, crystal, dress, watch, jacket. And then this person. I would like to have, I could easily recreate this look. And I'd really like to. What are you buying anyway? Cassette recorder, is that it? Oh, look at this litter. Oh. Well done, everyone. You can try and send me boxes if you like, but maybe I could fit in one more set of boxes. Oh yeah, send me 5 boxes then. We'll go through some more boxes and then we'll end. I'm going to end at 4, I think. I'm feeling quite tired. Ugh! It didn't take long, did it? The new shop layout is good. I've got lots of space as well. You sell so much stuff each day. Look. We really need to buy loads more boxes. Oh, what messages have I got? They want a microwave. Puppy broke the one toy that would occupy him. They want a Chewy. I don't really care about this stuff, though. I suppose I should try and get these things. Hold on, what's this? Oh. Oh, look. Hold on. Oh, are these like styles? Why am I buying Timeless Oak when I could be getting 90s arcade stuff? Look at this. Is that like wallpaper on a table? What kind of vibe do I want? Well, I think we want 90s. I mean, Queer Candy. Should we see what's in Queer Candy? Oh, I don't like those. Let's do more 90s arcade. Oh, yes. Oh, no. Now there's so many possibilities. Which is at it. Ooh, there could be some good stuff. We've got lots of money to spend. Right, we've got a lot. It's Floringo. That's unlocked loads of new items that I can use around the place. for now. Let's look at the boxes you sent me. Fish, brown trousers, please. Why is there a clock in there, Fish? Where's my free box? Alternative, we'll take that. Lumpily, Y2K. Oh, look at the tie-dye. Willow, loads of green stuff. Zoe, black clothing. Oh, good try. Sparkle Muffin got me some jewellery. Thanks, Sparkle Muffin. That's going to be nice down with the accessories. Cursed. Truth be told, I've got room for a lot of kitchen stuff. And some cooking stuff. I think I might do that, actually. Let's do that. I'm not going to put your plates in the bin. Let's get Willow's box straight away. And come downstairs. Shoes. Great shoes. Hammer. Plates. We have homeware over here, maybe, like. Now I want to be a cup and glass guy. Scissors. Clutch bag. Somebody bought one of the watches, that's nice. Button up shirt. We haven't had many shirts. Put that here. And another shirt. Thanks, Willow. Sparkle Muffin, let's look at the jewellery. Oh. Okay, well that's going to be down here with the accessories. Which box was yours then? It's the open one, you idiot. What you got for me? Ring. Earrings. And more earrings. Well, I feel like if I get any boots, I'll be putting them on here as well. So let's put them like that. Thank you, Sparkle Muffin. Not much in that box, to be honest. Brown trousers. From Fish. Hope so. Yellow shorts. Close enough. A clock. What are we doing with clocks? That's like home stuff. Maybe that should be over here. Skirt. Ouija board. That went well. Let's put that over here. Sewing box. I feel like that might be up here. Floral handbag. I can go here. No one had many handbags. Lumpily, how are we doing for time? 10-2. Tie-dye t-shirt is fucking great. I love it. Dress. Running out of dresses. People love the dresses. Cropped t-shirt. Fringe dress. Square jelly candle. Go there. Clutch bag. Got clutch bags, but maybe there. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. Frog Zoe, what you got me? Black clothing? Is it though, or is it a pear-shaped vase? Tie? I can go here. Cropped blouse. Steve Queen's The Shiny. Did anyone buy Scarface from the kids' table? No. I already have books, I've just realised. Maybe we have some books here. It's all candle. I could fill this shop up so much more than I have. Emo belt. Knee-high chums. Ripped jeans. I've got to be honest, I'm a big fan of the clothing section. I love the clothing area. Look at all the different vans we got. Such a good shop, isn't it? What do we do with backpacks? Because it should go there. Jumps. Striped tie. Have we got enough space for another tie? Yeah, we do. Look at this bit down here. Love the shop. Love the shop. Great shop. Kitchen and toy. I'll be down here then. Although we've got toys upstairs. Flowery mug. Am I a mug guy now? I think so. I said I'd never sell glasses or mugs. I've changed. Lunchbox goes with the kids' items, even though we all have lunch. Ballerina music box. Kiwi plush. Oh, yes. Another lunchbox. Kitchen scale. Rubber duck. Soccer ball. Luchador toy. That's cool. Look at that. I want that. And a vintage robot. Final box. And then we're going to wrap things up. Pan turner. Oh, okay. Kitchen-y stuff. Cooking pot. Cookbook. Well, we've got books up here, so let's put that there. Another pan turner. A stand mixer. That's it. I could definitely get more boxes. I'd kind of love to have it. Only saves at the end of the day, John. Quick! John, thank you so much, because I was just thinking of getting a load more boxes. If you want to visit, visit. Oh, and they're all going to buy loads of stuff. Nice, nice, nice. Stranger. Oh no, this is too fast. I need to see what you've bought. Stranger. Hi Jess, how did the scones turn out? What's happening now? Not great. What a bummer, you'll improve. I don't want to talk to you actually now, Jess. I've got to try and shut the shop. Hi Sky, what you bought from me? Turner. Willow, what you bought from me? Some scissors and a candlestick. Why is every time Willow buys stuff, they offer me the sharp item first and look me straight in the eyes? I'm a bit worried about your shopping, Willow. Don't know who this is. This is nobody. You bought loads of things though. Belligerent, what have you bought? Cassette recorder. Fish, please say you bought some trousers. Boots, cassette recorder, and like a handkerchief, was it? Or like a bandana? Strangers bought some stuff. I don't care. I don't want to talk to any of you. Sorry that I'm Russian. Hassan, what you bought? T-shirt. Okay, Ogon. Hello, Ogon. What you bought? Skirt. Nice. Who are you? You bought a truck and a book and a mixer and a shirt. Rubbish. Rubbish. Okay. They so sus at me. That's it. So that should be saved now. That's it. That's where we're going to stop. Let's just have a little look around the shop though. How much stuff just got bought? Oh, loads of the stuff has been bought. I want it all to look fully stocked. I've got loads of money. Also, now I know about the different types of furniture, it makes me want to replace all the furniture. Let's just chill. Let's just chill. Hopefully, I can play this again. Maybe, yeah. I don't really have much work on at the moment, apart from the charity stuff and other. Yeah, so next week I've got a few bits, but I reckon I can stream on Tuesday next week. Can I? Yeah, if Alex's clubs are on, I reckon I can stream on Tuesday. But I say this to you all the time that I want to do a next stream, and then I never do. So just keep an eye out. Best way to know, I'm always going to be here Friday afternoons, pretty much. But if you get in my Discord, then I have a upcoming streams bit where I let you know what's happening. So if I'm ever going to do any bonus streams, that's where the info will be. But yeah, hopefully next Tuesday, maybe Monday. But every Friday, probably 12:30 onwards from now on. Also, sometimes I watch a film on Tuesday because I quite often watch films Saturday morning, but I won't do that tomorrow because I'm going to be going up to London. Anyway, this is all things I could think inside my head without saying. Thank you. Mac, you going on? Let's just check if there's anybody else. He's already live. There you go. But just to shout out some other people, because I raid Mac a lot, which I'm happy to do because he's great. And I like raiding my friends. John Atfield Art is streaming art stuff. And then everyone else is just like I follow, but I'm not really friends with. So let's go to Mac. Thank you, everyone. Have a lovely weekend. Enjoy whatever it is you're doing. I'm going to be watching my team in a Champions League final, which I haven't done since 2006. Very excited about that. But yeah, thank you, and have a great weekend. I'll see you later. See you in TPI tonight. Get your 2007 songs ready.